Hey everyone, Aidan here. Welcome to this workshop here today where I'm thrilled to be able to share with you the system that our number one beta tester has been using to average $1,654.71 in daily sales over a 12-month period. It is phenomenal. We're talking $582,000 and how you could use the same system to build a brand new income stream working from home, leveraging high-speed traffic and Vulcan technology. I'm going to be sharing exactly what that technology is, and you're going to see it firsthand in a few moments' time. So stick around for that. Before I do anything else, though, I would appreciate it if you could use the question box just to let me know. Give me a 1 in the question box if I'm coming through loud and clear. You should be able to see the screen. You should be able to hear me. And hopefully you can also see me as well. Got the webcams going. And on one of the webcams, you're going to see a timer. Don't worry about what that is just for now. I'm going to be getting to that here shortly. Now, I'm pumped up, I'm excited because what we are talking about here today is probably the simplest and most effective system that I've ever seen for building an online income stream. And it's something we've been working on for a while now. And you're going to see some things today that were simply not possible, even just a few months ago. So this is completely brand new. I want you to have an open mind as we come into this because, like I say, you're going to be seeing things here that were simply not possible even just a few months ago, and you're going to be seeing some results that are just mind-boggling, and you're going to see some technology which is jaw-dropping. So I can't really think of ways to explain how powerful what we're talking about here today is. Now, as I've been saying here, what we are sharing is quite simply mind-boggling. It is absolutely giant step forward, beyond anything that we've ever done before. And you're going to want to see and absorb every single minute of this. We are approaching capacity on the workshop right now, so don't go anywhere because you won't be able to get back on. And again, I do want you to use that question box throughout here. I'm not here on my own. I do have some support with me. So anytime you've got a question or a comment, use that question box. We would love to be able to help you, and it's going to help you get more out of the workshop here today. And I said this a moment ago as well, but we're going to stick around here as long as it takes to make sure every single question is answered here, okay? So this is a private invite. You're in the right place at the right time. Make sure you remove any distractions and just get ready to take some notes and really try to internalize and absorb some of the information, because what you're going to see is simple, but it's very, very powerful when it's used the right way. We are talking about, and what I'm going to be revealing is a brand new income stream, a system for building a brand new income stream, specifically something that you could do working from home. It's something that is newbie friendly, it's something that's streamlined, it's something that sidesteps many of the common obstacles that we've come up against in the past. It's got nothing to do with Amazon, it's got nothing to do with product development. There's no affiliate marketing, there's no crypto or any of the usual models that you may have been familiar with or may have come across in the past. And it's a massive opportunity right now to get your foot in the door of something huge. We're at a tipping point right now. I'm going to be sharing some pretty mind-boggling stats with you later, where what we're doing is about to explode, and you'll see this here shortly. So I'm talking about mind-boggling numbers and success stories. Check this one out. Our number one beta tester has used this amazing system to average $1,654 in daily sales. That's an average over a 12-month period, and more details about this coming up. You're also going to see how this breaks all the rules of, traditionally how we've approached building online income streams. So again, prepare yourself to sort of throw everything that you thought you knew about building an online business into the garbage and start with a clean slate, because I'm going to be revealing in a few moments' time how you could generate sales from items that you would never, ever expect to sell online. And I think one of the best things about this is that there's a very clear traffic solution. Type traffic in the question box if you've ever had an issue getting traffic, like you couldn't get enough traffic or you couldn't get traffic that converted, because, okay, I can see traffic. Yeah, lots of people are typing traffic in here. So everyone has struggled with traffic at one point in time. In fact, traffic, we often say, is the lifeblood of any business. And it's absolutely true with with online businesses. And the good news for you is that we've got a crystal clear path for generating ultra high quality traffic, laser focused traffic. And it's pretty much headache free. And it's something that can run on autopilot. You can control everything. It's targeted, and in the right hands, when it's used the right way, can be extremely effective. And you have the ability to get in front of a ton of targeted eyeballs, okay? I'm also going to be pulling back the curtain on some game-changing software. I mentioned this at the very beginning. It's called Vulcan. It is an absolute breakthrough. It's something that was impossible, I think 12 months ago. It was probably impossible 6 months ago, but we dreamed this thing up, and we've been working furiously to actually bring it to life, and it's here. And it makes running the system considerably easier, with a focus of helping you get up, set up, and getting started lightning fast. And you're going to see how Vulcan can help you with that in a few moments time. In fact, I'm going to do a full reveal in 25 minutes. And that's one of the reasons why I've got this timer over here, which I'm going to just kick off now. In 25 minutes time, I will be doing a full reveal of Vulcan, and you're going to see just how powerful this is firsthand. So we're also going to be looking at some amazing case studies, things you know, that are hot off the press, things that you would never expect to sell, that again break all the rules. So stand by for that. And we do have a huge surprise at the end of the workshop, something that's high value, something that's tangible, something that you're going to be able to use yourself immediately, something that is not readily available to the public. And I'm not going to reveal anything else about it. It's a surprise. But stick around, because you will get this at the end of the workshop as well. And there's something else that's going to be happening a little bit later on, which is something that we've wanted to do for about 20 years, but have never been able to do it. And it's something that you're going to be able to participate in as well. Okay, so lots of things are coming your way. Give me a yes in the question box if you are ready. And just ready to dive in and get all the details. And I want to see, okay, yeah, the yeses are flooding in. Fantastic, awesome. So I'm just going to push on here. And the first thing I want to share is a little bit of background, just in case you don't know. So I started in 2005. I've been building my different online businesses for 20 years now. And I'm fortunate and grateful to have been able to build multiple seven-figure businesses, actually. And to have taught thousands of students the skills to start building online businesses, focusing on really achieving their dreams. And that's something that I think about a lot. You know, what are my dreams? What are other people's dreams? And what can we do to help people reach them? And what I'm talking about today is the best thing that I think we've ever seen that can actually help you do that. So this is a real system, and it really works, but it is different to what we've seen in the past. So again, have an open mind. Now, just before we go any further, I think you probably know the drill at this point, but we can't guarantee you're going to get results the same as our best beta testers, or the same as me, because we don't know your work habits. We don't know your background. It would be impossible for us to guarantee anything like that. And just to state the obvious, in order to you know, to see success in anything, you have to put in some action. You have to take some kind of action and put some kind of work in. I think this is common sense, but I wanted to make that crystal clear. You are going to see some things here today that will look like magic, but they're not actually magic. It's just very sophisticated technology doing a lot of heavy lifting for you. Okay, so with that said, the core theme of today's presentation is simplicity. Give me a 1 in the question box if you like simple. Yep. Okay, lots of people like simple. I like simple too. And there's one key reason why I like simple, and I think you should like simple too. And that is because time and time again, over the past decade, having taught thousands of people, having seen a large number of success stories, and having had a lot of fun, there has been something that has been troubling that I've seen time and time and time again. And what it is that for many people, the popular online business models are too complicated. They might not seem complicated at first, but when you start digging into them, they're a minefield. There are a lot of different complexities there, things that could trip you up. And if a business model is too complicated, it's hard to get going with, and it's hard to persevere with. So complications, complexities, these are really the enemy of what we should be focused on when we are building a brand new online income, starting from scratch, which is exactly what we're talking about and what the objective is here today. In fact, what we need to do is laser focus on simplicity, find out what works, and just do that. So some of the common models that we've used that do work, by the way, include Amazon FBA, Amazon wholesale, affiliate marketing, selling information products, crypto, a bunch of others, and these are actually proven business models, and they can work. And we've had quite a bit of success with these and others out there. But you can get tripped up for any number of different reasons. So it could be traffic. We've already spoken about that. It could be capital investment, needing to put a lot of money into something. It could be development of content. It could be logistics. Any number of different things could ultimately trip you up by causing headaches and complexities. And what we've seen over and over again is it can take months of effort and quite a bit of sort of navigation to actually see success. And this is a massive issue in my mind, because a failure to see results in a relatively short period of time is perhaps the number one reason why people actually give up. They give up before the magic happens. And if someone is able to achieve initial success in the past, traditionally, it's been hard to scale, because again, most of the common models out there, most of the things we've seen and we've tried in the past are not that simple. They're complex. And that's why today I'm going to be revealing a simpler system, a way to build a brand new income stream working from home. Give me a 1 in the question box if you are here because you want to learn about how to build a brand new income stream. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page there, because that is exactly what we're focused on here today, and that is exactly what I'm going to be educating you around and sharing with you here today. It's a simpler way to build a brand new income stream that you can actually do working from home. That's easy to start, that's lower stress, and that allows you to focus on other aspects of your life, and something that you can do with less overheads and a very lean structure, like solopreneur kind of a thing, and something that can make a difference, a real difference in your life, something that with a little bit of hard work you could scale into a fully fledged business and scale it into the stratosphere like some of our beta testers have done, with a focus every step of the way on simplicity to improve the chances of actually getting results. So with this system, we are selling physical products, but the way in which we do it is unique, it's unconventional, and it's unlike anything that we've done before. And the reason for that is because we don't need to deal with things that have traditionally been headaches for people who have wanted to sell physical products. So I'll give you some examples here. You don't need to deal with any product development whatsoever. You don't need an Amazon account. This has got nothing to do with Amazon, okay? We don't use Amazon. We don't sell on Amazon. It's got nothing to do with Amazon. Licenses and reseller certificates are simply not needed. Boring company setups, don't need them. Large inventory investments, don't need them. We don't invest anything in inventory until we've actually made a sale. And we don't have a hope-based approach to traffic. So these headaches, these things that have been a pain in the butt with physical products in the past have been eliminated. The key difference between this and other physical product models, usually what people do when they're selling physical products is they start off by choosing a market or a niche, and then people spend a ton of time searching for a relatively small selection of products to sell. For example, one of the very first shops that I built online about 15 years ago was selling futon covers. So the list of different items that I could sell was limited to futon covers. That was it. I didn't have much flexibility there. And that's a traditional way that people have approached this in the past. And so you end up spending a ton of time searching for a relatively small selection of products. And then you have to build a complex website and invest in inventory. And then you have to sort of slog away generating traffic. And it can be a little bit of hit and miss. And I've seen this, one day the traffic's good, the next day it's not. One day I get a sale and then I struggle. And there's nothing wrong with this. It has actually worked in the past, but it's normally taken months to get that consistency and to actually get anywhere. And there have been many headaches along the way. And if you've had any experience online, then you can probably think of some of these and relate to this firsthand. But with the system that I'm sharing with you here today, we're actually doing the opposite. For start, we don't do any market or niche research whatsoever, period. We just don't do it. We use a general mega shop, as we call it, that can be easier to set up. We test multiple products in multiple niches all at the same time with no upfront inventory investment, no waiting around. So there are two big hurdles completely out of the way. We target people who are actively looking to buy these products using high-speed traffic, and you'll see shortly how we're able to get conversion rates on our shops which are higher, I think, than industry standards. I mean, we've seen an example. I think one of our beta testers did like 5%. 1 in every 20 visitors actually buys something. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent there, but it's pretty exciting. And we can eliminate products that don't sell and keep the ones that do, and then we rinse and repeat. So I'm going to get into the details here in just a moment, but the end result that we want to get to is we want to end up with a shop full of products that are in high demand and are proven to be successful. So that has been what we've been focused on, and this is a proven model. It's been inspired by a strategy used by a chain of famous brick and mortar stores in Japan, and these stores, they don't care about markets or niches. They make billions in sales selling literally anything. In fact, you can see a photo of me in one of the stores here, and I can vividly remember walking into this store in Tokyo, and on one side of me, I see tripods. On the other side of me, I see flower pots. On the other side of me, I see books. On the other side of me, I see swimming goggles, and the list goes on and on and on. It felt like, when I went in, it felt like a bit of a mess, honestly, but this store absolutely crushes it. There's a method to the madness, and it works. And the focus is on products and on sales volume. They test many different products. They retain the most successful sellers. They get rid of any duds, and then they rinse and repeat. And we do the same thing. The difference is that we do it online. And the key point here is we don't back ourselves into a corner selling products in just one market. We tap into multiple niches, and we're able to then boost our sales. Now, in about 13 minutes, probably a little bit less actually, I'm going to get to where I can show you a tool. It's an absolute game-changing tool that allows us to do everything that I'm talking about here at lightning speed. So stick around for that. First though, I just want to check, is this making sense so far, guys? Give me a yes in the question box. I'd love to get some feedback here. Okay. Yep, making sense so far? Good, okay. And I do see the questions coming in. We will keep answering them, so keep the questions coming because we do have a team in the background who can help with that. And I'm gonna get into all the details right now. So how does this system work in practice? I'm gonna walk you through the four core steps now. The first is to launch a simple shop, okay? And this type of online shop is set up in a very specific way. As you'll see in a moment, that's very important because if you don't set it up the right way, it just won't work. It's designed to sell virtually any type of product, and it needs to be fast, and is fast to set up. So I've got a special solution for you that we use to do this, completely brand new, in just a few moments' time. The second step is to identify products that sell, okay? So we use our secret weapon, Vulcan, to actually do this. And what we want to do to start with is identify 20 high demand products that we believe have the potential to deliver big sales volume. And give you a little bit of a sneak peek, we actually do this using data. We make data-driven decisions in a way that we've never been able to do before. And again, I'll share how we do this and how we can do it in the blink of an eye in a few moments' time. And after we identify these products, we are going to then load them up directly into our shop, and we can then start using them to actually get ready to actually start making these consistent sales. Step number 3 is to get targeted visitors. So we implement a unique method for this that helps us position all 20 of these products at the top of the search engine results, even above the organic listings. So very, very high exposure there. And we're going to talk more about how we make sure that we're targeting people who are actively looking to buy these products, which obviously gives us a good boost in conversions. Again, none of these steps are rocket science. I'm not expecting you to think that they are just yet, but you're going to see the things that we do in just a moment really are almost borderline rocket science. So you'll see that in just a minute. But the fourth step is converting the visitors to buyers. So what we do here is we layer on top of one another a number of different conversion strategies, which sort of incrementally boost the conversions and allow us to generate increased product sales. And then once we've done that, we can focus on the scaling. So we eliminate the products that don't meet our targets. We scale up by repeating the process and adding an ever increasing number of high demand products to the shop. And we end up with a successful online shop that sells top converting products. This is what we are doing here. So a quick fire recap. What we're talking about are using 4 fundamental steps. We're focused on the fundamentals because we know they work, they are simple, and they are more easy, they are simpler, easier to execute. So again, we set up a simple shop, we find high demand products, we get targeted visitors, and we convert those visitors into buyers. The magic is coming, okay? So you're gonna see why this kind of sort of almost mundane system, very, very simple system, becomes quite magical in just a few moments time here. So don't be deceived, don't be fooled by the simplicity. In fact, I would say the beauty here is in the simplicity, because this really works. We've got massive flexibility because we can ignore markets and niches. So thinking back to when I got started, over 15 years ago, it was, I was sort of locked in, boxed in to selling futon covers or to selling, train horns or whatever it may have been, but I was boxed in. Don't have to worry about that now. I've got massive flexibility. We only sell products that demonstrate that they've got high demand, and we just ignore everything else. So right from the get-go, we're stacking the odds in our favor. We focus on high-speed traffic methods, and we use a system that is simple to scale. So 12 months ago, we activated a small group of beta testers just to prove the system worked and to continue to polish and refine it. And the results of our #1 beta tester have been absolutely incredible. $4,136 has been the best day, $53,754 in 1 month. That's the best month. $582,459 over the 12-month period, and an average of $1,654 per day. $1,654 per day, okay? So this is phenomenal. And this is an example of scaling to the stratosphere. In fact, check this out. This is from yesterday. Look at these results. This is just yesterday, okay? So incredible results coming in here, day after day after day after day. This is the power of the system. And one big reason why our beta testers have generated amazing results is because there are no restrictions. With the system, it doesn't matter how weird or odd a product is. If it's proven to sell, then you can sell it. The key thing here, though, is that if it's proven to sell, if you know it can sell, and if you do things in the right way, as I'm going to share in just a moment. So have a look at this best-selling products example. $321 in 24 hours selling music boxing machines. I have got no idea what this thing is, but I know that selling multiple of these resulted in $321.90 in 24 hours. Or check this one out, garden beds. I mean, this is a big, relatively heavy product, breaks a lot of the rules that we would have previously said apply to selling physical products online. $1,021 in 24 hours. That's not from selling one of these things, it's from selling multiple of these things in a 24-hour period. Here's another best-selling product example. Sound and heat shields for cars, $343.64 in 24 hours. What do these 3 products have in common? You might say nothing, and you'd be true, but what they've got in common is they are all what we consider to be, not what we consider, actually what the data backs up to be best-selling products in their respective categories. It doesn't mean they're like the #1 selling product in their category, but they are a best-selling, they are on that sort of like best-selling list of products in their category. And you could sell hundreds of different products in one single shop. There is so much flexibility here, and that's one of the reasons why this system is so powerful. So there's a critical question that I want to get to because this is directly tied to how you are hopefully going to be able to build a brand new online income stream using this method. What are the key elements that you need to build a brand new online income stream using the system. There are 4 things. Unsurprisingly, they link right back to those fundamental shops. So fundamental steps. So you need a top performing online shop. You need a source of high demand products. You need a flow of targeted visitors, and you need a way to convert the visitors into buyers. Simple stuff, right? However, the devil is in the details, because there are some potential issues here. Building a top performing online shop is complex. Traditionally, it's been tough. If you've ever tried this yourself, you will know that it's been quite complex. I mean, building a complex store that can, process orders and this, that, and the other, there are, or traditionally there have been, dozens of things that could trip you up. It's a minefield. Finding high demand products has been time consuming. So in the past, it would have taken me hours to identify one product. That's just to find the product. And then what about finding suppliers for the product? What about, taking that product and getting it onto my shop? This is stuff that's been pretty time consuming in the past. And even when it was time consuming, I was oftentimes, taking a guess at which products would be the best products. So that's been tricky as well. Generating a flow of targeted visitors has been tough. I mean, we've spoken about traffic a little bit here today, but traffic has been the thorn in the side of many aspiring, entrepreneurs. And converting visitors that come to a shop into customers requires expertise, which has, tripped people up time and time again. Give me a me, type me in the question box if you've faced any of these issues in the past. And there are other issues as well. This is not an exhaustive list, but the point is, if you don't get each and every one of the 4 steps right, if you get one of them just not quite right, then the whole thing kind of crumbles to the ground. A better analogy, I think, is baking a cake. If you're baking a cake and you don't put the cake in the oven for long enough, then it just won't work. The cake won't turn out. So the amount of time that a cake needs to be cooked is mission critical. If you don't put the right amount of sugar in, then even if you cook it for the right amount of time, it could still be horrible. So you have to get all the ingredients right, and you have to process them in the right way. If you just get one of them slightly off, then it won't work. And I think this is a reason why people have struggled traditionally in the past, because you could do 3 out of 4 things perfectly, but you get the 4th one wrong and everything kind of comes crumbling down. And it's not really your fault if that's happened to you in the past. I think it's happened to all of us. It's just, it has been until now, nature of the beast, because there have been these issues. However, there is some good news. There is a silver lining to all of this. We've spent thousands of hours developing accelerators specifically designed to alleviate these issues and to make sure that you can absolutely nail each of those 4 steps. And you know what happens when you nail each of those 4 steps? We're going to find out. So these accelerators could allow you to implement the system and build your shop at blazing fast speed, like lightning speed. If you're excited to learn more, type more in the question box, because I'm about to showcase 4 game-changing accelerators, which make everything so much simpler than ever before. Okay, awesome. All right, so, and we've got 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and I'm going to get to that demo. So the first of these accelerators is what we call the ShopX Launchpad. ShopX is a turbocharged launchpad that integrates with Shopify to get your shop up and running exceptionally fast. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Shopify later and why we are recommending Shopify for when you're actually building this brand new online income stream. And I'll discuss that later. But one advantage to have in mind right now is we are able to get Shopify for a price of $1 per month for the first 3 months. So it's not a it's not a big financial suck or anything like that. And ShopX is the system that integrates many of the different moving parts here. It's almost like a cocktail of technology with design, with integration and customization, and completely streamlines setting up, launching and running an online store, really cutting down on the guesswork and serving it all up just in the best way possible. So you can get up and running and ready to go, and includes things like domain names, imagery and logos, special layouts that are crafted for performance, optimized pages, optimized checkouts to make sure that everything is seamless everything is frictionless, is fast and simple. And of course, optimization as well for, mobile optimization, for search engine optimization and everything else. So ShopX really takes care of the first component straight out of the box, designed to work just like this. Now, the second is Product Vulcan, and this is what I'm going to give you a demo of in, might be slightly over 56 seconds, but we're getting there. Product Vulcan is a revolutionary software that makes identifying and publishing high demand products faster and more streamlined than ever before. It is an absolute game changer. You've got access to over 300,000 of the world's top selling products. It's not me, by the way, saying these are top selling products. It's not any person, it's data. It's hard data that you can't make up that shows that these are indeed the top selling products in the world in their respective categories and subcategories. And we know this for a fact. We're able to pull in data. I'll show you in just a moment. We're able to pull in data from the likes of AliExpress, the likes of Amazon, eBay, Walmart, different apps like Keeper, and so on and so forth. And not only are we able to identify products, but we are able to then identify supply options as well. And this is where it gets really interesting, because in the past, sure, we've been able to come up with different product ideas. Let me just stop that. We've been able to come up with different product ideas, but then we're like, oh, well, what supplier are we going to get? Well, here, finally, we've got a way where we can link a top selling product idea with a supplier, and we can see from the get-go what the profit margins are going to be, and much, much more. We can suck it into our shop, and I'll give you a demo of that just here shortly. But again, with Vulcan, you're able to see real product data, including real sales volume. You're able to see multiple versions of products from suppliers. You're able to analyze data and trends over time, and much, much more. If you want to add it to your shop, it's a question of pressing a couple of buttons. Like there might be like 4 or 5 buttons to press, and you can get it into your shop. So Vulcan absolutely, categorically takes care of products. So ShopX takes care of setting up the perfect shop. Vulcan takes care of not just products, but also suppliers as well, and getting those products into your shop at the push of a button. And then the third key step here was traffic, and the traffic secret is Google and Microsoft's shopping platforms for a start. Okay, they're simple to use, but they have changed a lot over the last 24 months or so. And the speed of the traffic and the focus of the traffic has been insane. I mean, we've been able to get high visibility listings, even above the #1 organic search result, laser targeted. This is not interruption driven traffic. This is where someone is searching for a train horn and our train horn is right there. So they're searching for it, we're giving it to them. It's very, very targeted, laser focused traffic. And it's simple. I mean, the reality is these platforms have come on in leaps and bounds over the last few years, and you don't even have to tell, Google who to show your products to. They already know. They figure it out. You just paste in your URL. You don't need to worry about any images. You don't need to worry about ad copy, creatives, anything like that. Just paste in the URL, press a couple of buttons, and away you go. And free traffic is an option as well. So the secret traffic sources absolutely solve the visitors, and then the conversion boosters solve the conversions, actually taking a visitor and turning it into a buyer. So we do this with a set of conversion tools which are built in to ShopX, which helps turn visitors into buyers. And what we've done here, so I mentioned this a little bit earlier as well, is we've systematically layered on top of one another different conversion elements, and each one of them can boost up conversion. So it's been refined, and it's also been tried and tested over a couple of decades at this point. But we're able to do things like limited time discounts, promotional codes, discounts on first orders, and much, much more. It's all built in to ShopX. Like all of these conversion boosters are built into ShopX. So what this gives us is a solution to each of the 4 mission critical elements. And if you can get all 4 of the mission critical elements right, then the path to actually building an online business that makes you consistent sales is so much easier. So launching a simple shop, this is solved with ShopX Launchpad. Straight out of the gate, straight out of the box, is set up in the right way. Identifying high demand products. completely solved with Product Vulcan. Getting targeted visitors, completely solved with the traffic secrets. And then the conversion boosters, I mean, these really take care of conversions, and you've done step 1, step 2, and step 3 in the perfect way, then conversions become so much simpler to get. And then once you're set up and scaling, you can simply repeat and scale. So continue to identify and sell additional products and drive more sales. Build out a mega shop, okay, that could sell, tons of products. It doesn't cost you anything to get products into your shop. Remember, you're never ever buying any inventory. That's one of the beauties of what we're doing here. You could load up hundreds of products, and you could do that at remarkable speed with Vulcan without spending a dime. Okay, so what happens is someone goes to your shop, they buy something, they might make a purchase of a reading lamp. Let's say, just for example, that they pay $100 to buy this reading lamp. You get the order and you tell the supplier about the order and say, hey, this person, Martin in New York bought the reading lamp and you need to send it to him. So they will send Martin in New York the reading lamp. And so in terms of the flow of money, you've received $100. You then say to the supplier, hey, you need to send this to Martin, and you pay the supplier $50. That's the cost of the lamp, and you pocket the difference. Okay, so you never need to touch any product at all. You don't get involved in the logistics of touching products, shipping products, anything like that. You don't need to ever be out of pocket, because you're only ever buying the inventory after you've already received the money for it. So from a cash flow point, this is fantastic. So there are a lot of things to love about the flow here, and it is streamlined and seamless once you get it up and running. So now the question, the thing that I've been waiting for the most here is, would you like to see a demo? And if I'm going to do a demo, guys, if I'm going to do a demo here, then I want at least 3/4 of you to be typing demo into the question box. Just type demo into the question box right now, and I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait a few seconds here until we get at least 3/4 of you typing demo in, because this is the first time that we are revealing this to the public. I believe it's an absolute game changer, and I want to make sure that you are excited and tuned in and listening, because I'm going to do a quick demo here, and you really need to see it. You need to see it to be able to believe it. Okay, so I'm going to just open up my screen here. Stand by, I'll pull up my. All right, so let's see. I've opened up my screen here, and what you're seeing is what we call Vulcan. Vulcan is an absolute game changer in that it identifies products for you that are best-selling products based on real data, okay, based on real data, and they're bestsellers in their respective categories. And not only that, but also suppliers as well. So as you'll see here, there are lots of different categories that I could dive into, subcategories as well. I can do a pricing filter here, and that will bring up a new set of products. And there are not millions of products here. Like today, there are over 300,000 products, but there are not millions of products. And the reason there are not millions of products is because we are only worried about the best-selling products. What's the point in serving you up a product if it's a piece of garbage that no one ever wants to buy? It's pretty useless. But if we let me just see if I can give you an example here and pull up a category. If we identify a product that we like, then we can quickly and seamlessly add it to our stores. Okay, so let me just change this up a little bit here. We can browse down through, and it'll just take a few moments to sort of load here. But product after product after product, product after product after product, okay? Just browsing down through here, we'll find something that I want to look at. It's pretty exciting because, and again, the great news about this is that we can add as many of these products into our shop as we want to, okay? So in fact, let me have a look at, so I'll go to, look at one of my favorite categories is home and kitchen. And we can see all kinds of different home and kitchen products here, and these just load up in real time, and they pull in the data. Again, I am searching here in a certain price range, but I just want to give you an opportunity to see this. So I'll just go through it slowly here for you. I want you to be able to see it so we can identify different products in real time. And if we wanted to, if we find one that we like the look of, we can then suck it into our shop at the push of a button. Okay, so let me just see. Okay, I think I've given you a lot of examples here. So let's have a look at, let's see, let me have a look at this one here. Find potential products, and opens up the product finder, and it may find an identical product or it might not. This here is actually an identical product, okay? And I can see what the profit margin would be. Let me have a look at one other category. I'm just trying to show different options for you here. Let's come into office products. Yeah, give this a second to load. Okay, let's have a look at this one here. Over 10,000 units sold in the last month. Current price is 319. If I click find potential products, I can come in here, and what we're trying to do is find an identical product, and that there is actually an identical product, and that one there and that one there looks like an identical product as well. But let's analyze this. So I'll click the analyze button, analyze product, and this is where the magic starts happening. So actually some of the magic has already happened, because you saw how we've got hundreds and hundreds, page after page after page, category after category of products that are best-selling products. Here we can see, I'm going to have a look at this. I'm going to open these up in a couple of new tabs here, just to see the products on Amazon, on AliExpress. This one here is actually in the United States already. So if you're wondering, where do these products ship from? They could ship from anywhere. Depends where the supplier is. Depends where the supplier's got the product. This one happens to be in the United States. And this currently sells on Amazon, if I'm not mistaken, for $319. You can see it's got a fairly comprehensive rating on Amazon. We're not selling on Amazon, but we do use it as a data point. And then on AliExpress is still opening up there, but I can see that I can get this at a good discount on AliExpress, as we've already seen. We can see product and sales trends over time. We can see reviews and ratings over time. We can see sales trends over time. So this has been a really steady seller, and if I wanted to, I could change the time range of that data. But let's say I want this one. I click add to products, and let's see how long this takes me. Okay, I've added it to my products. I come into my products here. I can scroll down here and have a look, and here it is. Okay, if I want to add that to my store, it's as simple as clicking on here and going publish to Shopify. What's going to happen now is we're going to use AI technology behind the scenes to actually create a title for me, and also a description. So it pulls in data about the product and gives me different variations that I can use, which I can choose just by clicking through. So I can choose the one that I like the look of. And if I wanted to edit any of this, I could then, I could come down here and make edits. I'll just do it like this for now. I can choose my cost price. I can see what my profit is going to be. So this one here, I'm going to sell it. I might sell it just, I might sell it just a little bit less than what it sold for on Amazon. Maybe I don't have to do that, but maybe I'll do that. I'm still going to have a good profit there, and then I can click publish, and in a matter of seconds, that's going to publish over to Shopify. Okay. Now, if I come on here again and view the listing, you'll see that this has automatically been added. All the images have been added there. This is just a demo store, so it's not something that I'm going to recommend you come and have a look at, but we would have it set up so there are multiple different ways that you can pay for the product and all the conversion functionality. But hopefully you're able to see how I was able to go from finding a product very quickly, finding a product, and we looked at a bunch of different categories there because I wanted you to see the kinds of products that are in these categories. But sometimes it's fun just to go to all categories and see all kinds of different products, and that can be fun as well. And then we went from doing that to identifying potential suppliers. We found the exact supply option. It actually happened to be in the United States, so shipping would have been done within a couple of days, most likely, probably within a few days. In fact, we can see it here. We can see the shipping time. So shipping in just a matter of days. Done, dusted. Okay, so we've got the product in our store. So give me some feedback, guys. I would love to know what you thought of that, because this, I think it looks simple, but so much has gone into actually developing this. There is so much sort of magic here that is unlike anything that's come before. Like in the past, we've had databases of products, we've had some data around products, but we haven't had sales-driven data, trend-driven data, and we certainly haven't had suppliers, and we certainly haven't had the ability to suck a product into our shop at the push of a button. And just so you know, the products in there, the data that we've got in there, this is pulled from the world's biggest product platforms, like AliExpress, Amazon, two examples, eBay, Walmart, sucking in data from the likes of Keeper, and many other apps. Don't worry if you don't know what they are. The point is we've got this incredible data that we're able to use to make data-driven decisions. So just reading out some of the comments here, very nice, amazing, wow, complete life changer. Yeah, it is. So it's incredible, and it gets these products. It takes care of the product component, and it's a game changer. It's a secret weapon. It's unlike anything that's come before, and because it's so streamlined, it can look so simple, but I tell you, there's an incredible amount of cutting edge technology that allows us to go from top selling product to identifying a whole bunch of suppliers just like that. So having one of these multi-niche general shops gives you the freedom to take advantage of thousands of high demand products with demonstrated performance. No matter what the market is or no matter what the niche is, it enhances your ability to build a shop with products that convert to sales. And Vulcan makes the process smoother and simpler than ever before. And you can take advantage of a ton of incredible opportunities. So here are some more products that I found in Vulcan, just to show you that there's a real diverse selection of products here. You've got things from games to a thermometer. And look at the number of these that have been sold in the last month. I mean, this is pretty phenomenal stuff. I don't know what that melt to go is. We've got exercise equipment. You've got kitchen equipment there with the coffee machine and so on and so forth. It is amazing. You can suck them into your shop and start selling them at the push of a few buttons. The push of a few buttons. In fact, you saw me do it. You never need to buy any inventory up front, so it's not going to cost you anything to suck these products into your shop, and you can get going. So quick fire recap, you set up a shop. It has to be done in the right way. If you don't do it in the right way, then it doesn't matter how good the products are. If your shop sucks, it's just not going to convert visitors to buyers. So ShopX does that. ShopX is built on the Shopify platform, but it's a launchpad that we've sort of built, which is essentially layered on top of Shopify. Vulcan then allows you to find products. Vulcan, by the way, also integrates with Shopify. It's in the Shopify app. It's a Shopify app that just effortlessly integrates there. So we find products, we've got suppliers all done. We get them into our shop. We can then get the visitors, and we can then get the buyers. So it's a simple process, and it works. And the accelerators are things that can help you get up and running very quickly. You don't need to talk to customers. You never need to see or handle the products. You never buy inventory until you've actually sold a product. You don't deal with the shipping. You don't use a hope-based, Russian roulette approach to traffic or products for that matter, because you take a strategic approach based on data. So choosing products which are the best sellers on the web, period, in their respective categories. And you focus on these products that have got proven demand. So they're in high demand. So what do you think happens when you then, marry that high demand up with laser focused traffic? Surprise, surprise, you actually get sales. That is the approach that we're doing here. And I've seen a couple of questions about, what happens if I get a return? Look, if you're selling 100 products online, you're going to get a couple of returns. It's pretty much inevitable, but you never have to touch that inventory because the customer would return it straight back to the supplier. So again, it's a non-issue. It's not something that you should worry about. And by the way, all of that and all of the ways that you receive an order from the customer and tell the supplier to do it, this can all be completely streamlined thanks to some pretty incredible technology here. So is this making sense, guys? Just give me a one if you're following along, if this makes sense. I just want to make sure they haven't lost anyone. I tend to get excited when I start diving into showcasing Vulcan and talking about different parts of the system, but I just want to make 100% sure that it's all making sense. Yep. Okay, awesome. All right, we're going to push on. So this, in my opinion, is hands down the best way to build a brand new income stream working from home in 2025, period. There are many overcomplicated models out there, but with the system, we're focusing on the fundamentals and doing the fundamentals perfectly, and it plain works. Now, just a recap of some of the results: $4,136 in a single day, $53,754 in a month, the best month, 582,000 total sales over a 12-month period, averaging 1,654 per day. I mean, these are phenomenal numbers, okay? And they are the result of implementing and executing this system in a step-by-step, systematic way. And you might be asking yourself the question, or thinking, is it really possible for you to get this up and running? And we hear you. And over the past year, we've worked hard and put together a complete package of training, tools, and support so that you can get started with this in the simplest and most streamlined way possible. So I now want to talk about the Omega project. And Omega means the ultimate, the greatest version of something, and that is precisely what this is. Okay, it's a simpler, more efficient, more effective strategy to build a brand new income stream online. It's a culmination of a couple of decades of teaching and being in the trenches ourselves to get to where we are here today. And with a mega project, you don't need any special prior experience. You don't need to invest in any inventory. You could run this whole thing from a laptop on the kitchen table. You just need a Wi-Fi connection. It doesn't matter if you've run into issues before. We've completely rewritten the rule book. We've started with a clean slate. We've really approached this with a mindset of first principles. We were saying, what are the things that we really need here? And we've removed everything else, which just cause complications. And so again, it doesn't matter if you've run into issues before. We've spent thousands of hours developing the training, the software, the support that you need to try and make this as streamlined as possible for you. And everything that you could possibly need is included. So the mission statement, or our guiding principle, or our battle cry here is simplicity, speed, and scale. And we have absolutely nailed those. We are sticking to the core fundamentals deliberately, because guess what? The core fundamentals are things that have worked for thousands of years. We're taking those best practices and we're doing them online. So forget about all the shiny objects. Just focus on the core fundamentals, but make sure that you absolutely nail them. Make sure you do them the right way. Otherwise, your results will suffer. We are zeroing in on what works. We're pushing aside complexities, and we are focused on achieving results using a simple and scalable system. So I'm going to run through the complete package of components and innovations that are included in the Omega project now. And look, the accelerators, these things that I've been through, like ShopX, like Vulcan, like the traffic secrets, these are things that could allow you to get up and running and make sales at just a blazing speed, incredibly lightning speed kind of thing. But we've added multiple layers to these just to make sure that you're getting all the support that you could possibly need, to make sure you're getting comprehensive training so that you don't need anything else. And all of this is done to improve your chances of success and to help you build a brand new income stream online. So I don't want you to feel overwhelmed at any point when I'm going through. There is a lot here, but it's all packaged up in a sort of a systematic, structured approach so that you can actually use it. The first innovation is what we call the Omega Master Plan. And this is the core 10-week blueprint where we reveal how to start and scale the system. This is where we go module by module by module, video by video, bite-sized chunks, so you can go forward in baby steps, very much newbie friendly. And we guide you through the blueprint. This is the recipe. We're showing you exactly how to do it. And we do it over 10 weeks because it would be a lot if we just gave it all to you in one go, but we can do it over 10 weeks. You can take your time, go at your own pace, and progress through this. And all of the training is delivered by me and the team. In fact, I finished uploading the latest module here yesterday, so hot off the press. And as you're going to see, you're going to be able to access this here shortly. So this is the first innovation, and the value of this, I mean, it's hard to put a price on it, honestly, because it comes from 2 decades of being in the trenches and, countless thousands of hours of polishing and refining and perfecting this. Okay, so, but that's what we call the master plan. Now, the second innovation here are what we call the Genius sessions. So what we're doing throughout these 10 weeks is each week we're going to have between 2 to 3 Genius sessions per week. These are like live sort of mastermind style training sessions. Sometimes they're called office hours, where you can get on a call with us and we will just work through things. We'll show you what we're doing. So this is where we go over milestone checkpoints, make sure you're up to speed with where you need to be, take any questions, do more demonstrations, examples, do some in-depth analysis, dedicated Q&A, live interaction, and much, much more. And we do this multiple times a week because we want to give you multiple opportunities to tune in. You don't actually have to attend these. The replays are added to the members area, but we want to give you multiple opportunities, multiple touch points each week, just so that you've got that support network there in case you need it. And these run in parallel with the master plan. So it's all sort of structured in parallel to make it easy to consume. So that's the second innovation. The third is the ShopX Launchpad. This is a custom created shop with built-in conversion mechanisms that is designed to work with Shopify. This is your new online shop. It's built specifically for the system. It's got all the built-in conversions that we've been talking about, preloaded with everything. It removes guesswork. There's no additional cost for ShopX. You won't pay anything extra for ShopX. We've developed it. You will need Shopify. Again, you can get started with Shopify for $1 per month for the first 3 months. So you will need that, but you will not pay for ShopX. Okay, it is the Launchpad that we're building all of this around. It layers on top of Shopify, but again, you will not need to pay for that. Okay, so ShopX simplifies everything and is kind of the glue that keeps the online infrastructure together, as you'll see as I go through this a little bit more. Now, the fourth innovation that we've got as part of the Omega project is Product Vulcan. This is how you can search and evaluate products from a vast source of the best-selling products online, period. So you're identifying high demand products, but going one step further. You identify high demand products, and then you identify suppliers of those high demand products, and you suck them into your shop at lightning speed. I mean, you saw me do it. It took me probably 5 or 6 clicks. I don't want to exaggerate here, but I think it would have been 5 or 6 clicks. And if I wasn't doing a demo, I probably could have done it, I don't know, 60 seconds. I don't know how long it took me. We could time me a little bit later though. It's very, very fast. And it reduces the time spent on complex research. And the good news for you is that you're going to get complete unrestricted access to Vulcan for 12 months. What happens after 12 months? Honestly, I don't know what happens after 12 months, but you're not going to pay a dime to use Vulcan for the next 12 months. So that is plenty of time to get up and running and using this, and you're going to see it is an absolute game changer. I don't know how big you could build your business in 12 months, but if you're willing to work hard, I would bet that you could make a serious dent in your dreams in the next 12 months if you're leveraging Vulcan and the system that we've got here. So the value here is absolutely massive. It's absolutely massive. And again, nothing like Vulcan has ever existed before. This is something that we dreamed up, and thanks to a lot of cutting edge new AI technology and different bits and pieces, we've been able to get it to a point where it's real. Okay, so that's Product Vulcan. The fifth innovation are what we call the Power Packs. So these are groundbreaking resources to help you scale your shop. So we've got things like instant access to premium, ready to use domains. So we've done a lot of that research for you. The ability to create professional, quality logos in a matter of minutes, additional apps, dedicated training, revealing how to use the structure. And the Power Packs are actually built into ShopX, okay, so into the ShopX Launchpad. So they are something separate, but they're all built into this easy to use sort of ecosystem. And then we've got the Empire Builder. Now, this is the training, the tools, and the resources to help you scale your shop. So dedicated training, videos, mind maps. And by the way, we have videos and mind maps at every single step of the way because we've realized that different people learn in different ways. So maybe you don't need a mind map about the very basic stuff, but maybe someone else does. So we make sure that it's there in case you need it, and then that allows you to progress in whatever way that you want to progress here. In-house marketing tools, everything you need to effectively grow your business. And then we've got the traffic training as well. This is the traffic black box, effective strategies to allow you to hit the ground running and increase visibility and growth. So powerful systems to diversify your traffic. We do start with the shopping platforms because that's where you can get laser targeted traffic. Believe me, a lot has changed in the past 24, even the past 12 months with how we get traffic. I mean, the online space is changing so quickly, and you really have to be, constantly staying up to date on this, or you get left behind. So everything that we know, all the strategies that we use have been built in to what we're doing here. And we're also going to be sharing other strategies as well, like using social media, using platforms like YouTube and Facebook, and of course, getting free traffic, which you can probably imagine, if you're adding hundreds of products to a mega store, then some traffic is going to come. And that's even probably without much optimization at all. So the traffic secrets, and then the expert center, this is the support every step of the way, multiple avenues of support, email support, access to our team, and much, much more. And then we've also got the achievements. These are designed to give you accountability, to really gamify what we're doing here. So, for example, when you get your store up and running, you'd get the badge that corresponds to that. When you make your first sale, you'd get the money in the bank, first sale badge, and so on and so forth. And these are going to appear next to your name in the members area and in different places. As you can see, this is ultra comprehensive. This really is our masterpiece. I mean, I've been involved in a lot of different projects over the years, but nothing has come close to being as comprehensive as what we've done with the Omega project. All the tools and resources to help you launch the system and to begin scaling your shop. And I believe we've got this to the point where anyone could do it. Even if you're only able to do this in your spare time, you could still make this work because we've streamlined everything and it's simpler than it's ever been. So many of the common obstacles have been completely eliminated or significantly reduced. So there are no traffic issues. There are fewer supplier headaches. There's no inventory investment up front, so that's been completely eliminated. No product development, no staff, much less overheads, no advanced technical knowledge needed, no complicated logistics. It's streamlined, and I believe it's an amazing opportunity for anyone who wants to start a brand new online income stream. In fact, over the past few weeks, I've been spending a lot of time with family, extended family, not brothers, but sisters, brother-in-laws, parents, and I've been telling them about this because I feel like if you want to have, a new income stream, this is the best way to do it, in my opinion, right now. In fact, not just right now, but it's the best opportunity I've seen maybe ever online, and I've been doing this for 20 years. So I feel like it's a great opportunity for anyone, particularly though, perhaps for people that have struggled or haven't quite managed to make that breakthrough yet. People looking to supplement their regular income, this is something you can do without disrupting your life. Online business owners who are already making a decent amount, of income online, but simply want to, level up or expand or diversify. It's an amazing opportunity, period. And we've spent 15 years helping thousands of regular people online and would love to be able to help you as well. And I want to do a quick recap now, and then I'll share how you can actually get started if you want to do this. So step one is to launch a simple shop. We've absolutely nailed this with the Shop X Launchpad, and it streamlines everything. Streamlines everything from domains to logos to design to product pages, optimization, the works. You can get up and running fast. Step number two is to identify products to sell and suppliers. We've completely nailed it with Vulcan. We're not serving up millions of products, we're serving up hundreds of thousands of products, and we're serving up the best selling products in each category and subcategory. So we're able to identify these and suck them into the shop. We can then get targeted visitors using the very best and latest best practices with shopping platforms, meaning that we can actually get visibility even above the organic listings and target people who are actively looking to buy the product. So this is not interruption-driven traffic, this is laser-focused traffic. And then convert visitors into buyers. And we've got a number of different methods and tactics and strategies that we use for that. And then we can get to the fun part, which is scaling up. So the steps are simple, this is by design, but you need to nail each one of the steps, and that's what our accelerators are designed to help you do. You could get up and running with the accelerators at lightning speed, and then leverage all of the elements of the Omega project to really scale your shop and sell more products. So you're getting all the tools that you could possibly need here. And it's important that you know, day by day, week by week, what the aim here to do is to improve and grow, but you can go at your own pace. So if I sort of break this down into different phases, the first phase would be to set up and launch your shop and get your first sale. That would be sort of like phase one. Phase two would be to get traction and really double down on your efforts and gain more consistent sales. And then the third phase is to hit your growth stride and really scale into the stratosphere. And we've seen people do that. I've shared examples of that here today. So you kind of go through these phases, but you can absolutely go at your own pace, and you can build this, to be your dream, to reach your dreams, whatever they may be. So small steps here can lead to truly unstoppable momentum. So what's it going to take to get started? Firstly, I want to give you a word of warning. There are a couple of critical reasons why urgent action is absolutely required here. The first is that this is a private invitation that is going to expire soon. So this is your only way to get in right now. It's not available for long. It will definitely be closing. Enrollment will be closing. And when the doors close, we plan on keeping them permanently closed. So the ability to get in is very, very limited, and it will expire soon. And the second reason why urgent action is needed is because we've got a firm time deadline that we need to stick to. We need to get members in, ready for the live training. There's already training that's waiting in there that I've prepared for you. And we're doing the first live session very soon. You need to be in and ready to go because the training is starting. Now, earlier I mentioned, a few times I've actually mentioned the magnitude of this opportunity, and it's really unlike anything that's come before. It's gigantic. I mean, if you just look at this for a second, global e-commerce market to reach 47.7 trillion with a T by 2030. And considering that it was, just under 19 trillion in 2022, sorry, more than doubling in the next 5 years from where it was in 2022. It's off the charts. We can't even comprehend how big that number is, but we know that it's going up. It's going up like this, okay? So you want to be riding that wave, and this is a way that you can do it without the downsides. So we battled with how to price this for weeks. It was going to be something that was private. Originally, we were only going to bring a handful of people into the fold. And we were considering $9,997. That more or less aligns with a private mastermind that we have, which costs over $10,000 a year. And we're giving you access to our entire infrastructure and in-house staff and tools and technology. And we've spent thousands of hours, hundreds of thousands of dollars creating all of this and getting it to the point where you could use it. But we think that even though we're not going to ask you for $9,997, we think it would be an absolute steal. I mean, this is exactly the kind of thing that I was screaming out for when I got started, but nothing like this existed. I mean, heck, this kind of technology didn't even exist a year ago. So it is unprecedented, and we want to make an impact on as many people as we possibly can. So we're not going to charge $9,997 to access this. $6,997, well, we discussed that as well, but it was kind of middle of the road, and it wasn't that affordable, and it probably wasn't really congruent to an ultra exclusive little mastermind either. So ultimately, we settled on $4,997. However, we knew that we could do even better. So we really, this is the first time that we are ever opening this to the public, and we wanted to make it just as affordable as humanly possible. So here's what we did. We set up a way that you can get complete access to this today for 4 payments of $997. In fact, you can get access for even less. You can see the link on the screen there. If you get access today, right now, you can get in for 1 payment of $3,497. That's the cheapest overall. You can see there's an instant discount built into that. Or, of course, you've got the 4-part payment options, 4 payments of $997. So you can go to that URL. We're going to get that in the chat box. So you can open that up in your browser. When you head over there, you're going to be able to secure your investment. Now, a couple of other important things. Don't let me slow you down while you do this, because I do have something here for the people that are, jumping in right now that I'll mention in just a few moments' time. And I do have something extra special coming in around about 10 minutes' time. But don't delay in actually jumping in. Go ahead and jump in right now, because you do have a money back guarantee. We've got a 30-day money back guarantee, meaning that you can test this out for yourself. Come on in, take a look around. If you decide it's not right for you, just let us know. We'll give you your money back. We're not going to say, hey, prove that you've done this, or have you been through all the modules, or show me your shop. We're not going to do any of that. We're going to say, okay, no worries. We'll give you your money back. You're not going to have to jump through any hoops or anything like that. We've got a no questions asked 30-day money back guarantee, and you are going to know within 30 days whether or not this is working for you. So take advantage of this. Jump in right now, going to the URL that you can see on the screen. You're never going to be able to get in at a better price than what you're seeing here today. And the fact of the matter is that you may never be able to get in if you don't get in right now. So act immediately. When you go to the link that you can see on the screen, it's going to open up a page that looks like this. Really, really simple. Add in your email address there, add in either your credit card numbers or your PayPal information, click the green button, and you'll be taken on to the inside, okay? This is really just incredible value, but there is actually even more. So the first surprise that I've got for you here is what we call our exclusive Gold Star member bonuses. So when you get in today, as long as you get in while we're still live, you're also going to get Omega 1. Omega 1 is step-by-step training to create high converting like one-page product landing pages to supercharge the performance of your product. This is where you've got a page or a website which is dedicated and focused on just one product. Now, this is not something you should do from the outset. It's an advanced tactic and strategy, but it is something that we're going to teach you on as part of the Gold Star bonuses that we've got for you here. So we're going to show you how to optimize it, how to set it up, all the nuances so that you can actually apply this yourself. Now, the second thing that we've got is Omega 365. Up until now, I've spoken about how this is built around a 10-week curriculum, but we want to make sure that we're providing you with coaching, training, and mentorship throughout the entire year. So Omega 365 is ongoing support, it's ongoing Q&A sessions, it's ongoing office hours, for the duration of 2025. So this is a great way to help you keep momentum. It's a great peace of mind, I think, as well, because anytime that you get stuck, you're going to know that, I've got another one of my office hours sessions coming up, and you can ask questions. And we've just found that over the years, this has been really, really effective, and it's a large time investment on our part to do this, but we know that it makes a big difference to our members. So Omega 365 is the second bonus I've got for you here, and Omega Mind is the third. So these are our millionaire mindset sessions. I've done 70 videos that are really designed to help you rewire your mind. Sometimes, you see two people, one person succeeds and the other struggles, and what is the difference? If all things being equal, what's the difference? It's the mind. And this is where I really dive deep into 70 different things that you can work on to rewire and really adopt the millionaire mind. Okay, so treasure trove. Again, you're going to get this as part of the Gold Star bonuses here when you jump in today. So you can go to the link that you can see on the screen. You can get access to this right now. You could be 60 seconds away from securing your spot. You're getting everything that we identified that we thought that you would need to be able to do this, and we hope that you do it, because this could be the start of something really special. I mean, just imagine yourself, a month from now or a few months from now, having put in a little bit of work, on a regular basis, and being able to build something which could be life-changing. I think that is what is at stake here. So it's time for you to make a decision. Don't let this pass you by. You may never get another opportunity to access this system. It is completely, revolutionary, unlike anything that we've seen before. It really is our masterpiece. I mentioned that, and I believe it. And given everything that I've shared with you, what's the worst that could happen here? Like, let's think about worst case scenario. If you agree that at minimum that there's a chance that this could work for you, and if you sort of recognize that you do have the 30-day money back guarantee, then if you dip your toes in the water and have a look around and play with Vulcan and get your hands on Shop X, I mean, you could hit the ground running with this, but you're only going to be able to do that if you take the leap of faith. And if you have struggled in the past, that's no reason to not push forward in the future, I mean, you've got to keep pushing forward. And again, we've tried to make this available in a way whereby you don't have risk, you don't have downside, and you've got the money back guaranteed. You can come in, and sure, you're going to spend some time going through the training. We're going to make it educational, we're going to make it entertaining, and it's going to require a little bit of time. But if you're not willing to invest any time, then this is not right for you. We haven't tried to make this perfect for everyone. We've tried to make it perfect for the people that are serious, that are committed, and that want to make a difference in their lives in 2025. So if you're a tire kicker and you're just not going to do anything, don't come in. But if you are determined, if you've got that never say die attitude and you're not going to give up and you're going to keep pushing forward, you're going to keep taking action, you're going to keep working, then this is something that I think you should jump into, because you are the type of person that we can help with this, okay? So let me know if you are getting in. Just type I'm in the question box, type process if you are in process, and I can see Morbeen is in. T says link isn't working, so let me just double check that. It should be working there. And just go ahead, guys, and actually try to open that link up. And if a few of you could let me know if it's working or not, that would be great. But you can see the link on the screen. That's where you need to go. I can see a couple of people here have said they've jumped in. Okay, yeah, looks like it is working, because people are saying they are in. So congratulations to the people who have jumped in. It is important that you actually let me know that you are in, because I'm going to do something and share something pretty special with you in a moment, but that is only going to be for the people who have confirmed that they are in. Details coming on this shortly. So this is only going to be available for a very limited amount of time, okay? And when we close, that's it. People are going to miss out. But you do have an opportunity to take action right now and secure your spot, but you need to move fast, okay? So if you want to do this, don't wait any longer. Jump in. I am going to be covering some questions here in just a moment, and I do have something special in about 10 minutes time, and I do have a free gift for you at the end of the workshop, so definitely stick around for that. I might be able to do more demos with Vulcan and all that good stuff, but right now the key thing is that you are taking action here, and that you actually secure your spot in this while you still can. Just take small steps forward. You know, you don't need to invest enormous amounts of time. If you're able to take small and regular steps forward, then this is something that you can do at your own pace. So I firmly believe that you can add this into your life without it, taking your attention away dramatically from other things that you've got going on. It's something that you can build in your spare time. Again, the key is that you're taking these small steps forward. And the first one that you need to take is going to the URL that you can see on the screen and securing your spot right now. Now, you could take the DIY approach, okay? There's a lot of information out there, and you could try to do it yourself. But honestly, if you get any one of those 4 steps not quite right, like if you get 3 of the steps right and the 4th one isn't quite right, then you're going to have mediocre success at best. You need to nail each one of the 4 steps, and that's why we've devised technology, training, and systems to eliminate the chance of as many of these pitfalls tripping you up as humanly possible. And let's not forget the incredible benefit that Vulcan gives you. I mean, to be honest, in the past, when I think back about how I used to approach finding a product and getting that product into my shop, it would probably have taken me over an hour on a single product. I can now do it in a matter of seconds. I can do it sort of at the blink of an eye, and I can identify products that I've got confidence in because I know what their sales volume is. I can actually see it. I can see real numbers, that sold 10,000 in the last month. Okay, well, that's a pretty strong indicator that this is a popular product. And I can actually see at my fingertips, I've got a supplier here, and that supplier I can integrate it with my store, and then it's just never been this streamlined before. So don't wait. Sometimes people say to me, Aidan, when the time is right, or when I've got a little bit more money, then I'm going to do whatever it is that I'm going to do. But life doesn't work like that. The people that get ahead in life are the people that take action. The way to make any change happen in your life is by taking action. And the only action that you need to take right now is to secure your spot on the inside. If you don't do that, then sure, you're going to put yourself at risk of missing out, okay? But if you do take action, right now, then you're going to be opening up a new chapter. You can come on this new journey. And I mentioned a moment ago, imagine what life could be like in the future. What are your dreams? If you're following a path, a simple path, and using the education and taking those small steps forward, the sky's the limit. Anything is possible. So again, don't wait. You need to take action right now if you want to be a part of this, or you will miss out. That's just the reality. And just remember that you do have that 30-day, 100% money back guarantee to come back on. Now, something else that we sometimes hear is, I can't afford this. And look, I understand that this is a big investment. It might be the biggest that you've considered making in a while. But if we look at the cold hard facts here, you can access this for one payment of $3,497 or 4 payments of $997. And for a lot of people, the knee-jerk reaction may be to think that you can't afford it. But I'll tell you what, in my experience, my biggest wins have always come when I've gone outside my comfort zone. It's a common theme with the most successful people. The magic happens when they go outside their comfort zone. So I think the real question is, how badly do you want it? If you want this badly enough, if you can see the power in what we're talking about here, then I think you owe it to yourself to give it a go, because that's the only real way to find out how incredible this could be. And the fact that you can get in and do this without putting, your investment, your money at risk because you're a 30-day money back guarantee, I think hopefully we've aimed to make it a complete no-brainer. So my question for you is, are you willing to do what it takes to jump in? And if you are, then do it. And once you're on the inside, are you willing to learn the skills and take these small baby steps towards your goals? If you want this, don't wait a second longer. Go to the link that you can see there right now and jump in. And there are a small number of people who may have a genuine financial restraint. Like maybe you can't afford it. Maybe you don't have the money to be able to buy this. And if that's you, then it's time to start thinking about, but assuming that you really want to get in and you can see the power here, then think about other ways to get in. Maybe you can partner with someone. I don't know, maybe you're in a place where you can use PayPal credit, or I don't know your own situation, but where there's a will, normally there's a way. And again, you are completely backed up here by the money back guarantee. We've taught so many people how to succeed online, and I would love to be able to teach you as well, but I can only do that if you're on the inside, and I would love for you to continue your journey with me. Now, on the very next slide, I have something which I think is an absolute game changer, something which is of enormous value. So I'll get to that in just a second here. But first, I want to talk about perspective, because I know that price tag can sometimes be scary. And I want to just talk about this. This is obviously not just a few dollars. It's not chump change, but the value that you're getting inside here is unparalleled. It's the best training that we've ever put together. It's a culmination of a couple of decades. I mean, the technology in Vulcan and ShopX is unlike anything that's come before. It really streamlines everything for you. And, a question I have for you is the price tag too high? Is it too much money? And I think for the wrong person, sure, it's too much money. But for the right person, it could be the deal of the century. For the right person who wants to build and scale their own online, marketplace, and are not going to stop at anything until they've done that. This could be the smartest decision that you've ever made, and the best way that you could possibly spend your money. And like I said earlier, I know that when I was starting out online, nothing like this existed, but it's exactly what I was desperately looking for. Another perspective, I want to give you here is, if you look at the price tag in isolation, that's a trap. Because if you said, it was, $647 for a price of coffee, you'd say, oh my God, that's insanely expensive. But if you said it's $647 for a new Ferrari, it'll be like, oh my God, that's the cheapest thing ever. Now, what we're doing here is we're giving you education, we're giving you training. The objective is to help you, teach you how to build a brand new online income stream from scratch, okay? So when you look at it through that perspective, I think it is an absolute bargain, okay? An absolute bargain, what you're getting here. So for the right person, and I think you know who you are, this is the deal of the century. Now, I'm going to share something which is pretty special to me, and you might be wondering why the heck I'm sharing this orange screen now. It's not a mistake, it's actually an alert, because what I'm going to share with you now is only available for people that are watching this broadcast, and I can't stress enough just how incredible what I'm about to share with you is. So let's dive in here. What I'm talking about is an exclusive chance to be added to our private inner circle, okay? It is ultra exclusive. The inner circle is a private membership for a select group of action takers who, for the duration of 2025, will gain VIP access to confidential in-house monthly product intelligence reports, bi-monthly live inner circle only what's winning now calls, and an inner circle resource vault. Now, membership is by invitation only and is strictly limited to those who qualify. So super private. As a member of the inner circle, all members will be required to sign a non-disclosure agreement. We don't want the insights that are shared in the inner circle to be publicly available, so they won't be able to be shared outside of the group. And the reports often will contain highly valuable, sometimes time-sensitive data as well. So we need to be able to protect the value and sort of control this accordingly. So why are we doing this? I want to just give you a bit more context here. So we create reports, intelligence, and resources anyway. So we do this for our business, and this is a good way that we can organize them. And it's been nagging at me for a while now that I'd love to run a premium inner circle group, and I want to potentially look at doing this in 2026. And this year, I saw the opportunity to do somewhat of a beta test to sort of run through this. And we also want to reward people who take advantage and jump into the Omega project on this workshop right now. And this is a great way that we can do it. So I want to be very clear, this is invitation only. Not everyone can get it. So the inner circle is not, by default, is not included as part of the Omega project for all buyers, okay? It is by invite only. The only way to secure membership is through the private invite and by following the precise steps that I'm about to share. It's for action takers only. This is for people who are serious about getting ahead, and your chances now. If you miss this, you'll not be able to be added to the inner circle in the future. We have no plans at all to add anyone else in. So how do you gain access to the inner circle? First, you need to secure your spot in the Omega project, and you can do that using the link that you can see on the screen right now. Once you've done that, once you've completed your enrollment, type the following comment type the following into the comments box, into the question box. I want you to type, I'm in inner circle, and then the email that you used to set up your membership. So an example here would be like this one down here. I'm in inner circle, aidanboothonline@gmail.com. That would be an example of what we need here. So if you've already jumped in, go ahead and do this. What we are then going to do is we are going to cross-reference and verify that you have actually jumped in, and we will add you to the inner circle after we've done that. And if you can't, for some reason, use the comment box right now to do it, if you can't access it, if you can't see it, then you could also send us an email, support@omegaproject.com. Just make the subject line of the email inner circle or inner circle access. Tell us I'm in, tell us that you're in for the inner circle, and give us your email address that you used, okay? What happens next? After you've completed the steps above, we will verify your purchase, and in the days ahead, you're going to receive confirmation of your inner circle membership, and you're going to get your first inner circle membership update in the first week of February, okay? So if you haven't received it by the first week of February, the end of the first week of February, then reach out to support@Omega Project, and we will make sure that we get you added to that. You don't need to follow up or anything like that. We will contact you. This is an incredibly rare opportunity. We have never ever done this before. It's a real deal inner circle you really do need to put that in the question box or send it to support. Otherwise, you will not be added to this. This will not be part of the Omega Project members area. It's something different. It's complementary. It's an inner circle with some high-level training. It's not the same as our mastermind. It's different to that. And again, this is what you need to do right now. So I just wanted to check. Okay. Congratulations to the people who have gone ahead and actually done that. I am going to take some questions here in just a moment. Again, congratulations to everyone who has gone ahead and jumped in. Please, 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 you need to take action now and let us know that you've actually done it, or you will not be part of the inner circle. Again, this is for people that follow these precise instructions, okay? Just leave us a comment. I'm in inner circle and the email that you've used. If you can't remember the email you've used, just give us your name. We can always cross-reference that. We will download the chat log. And again, if you cannot use the chat log, if you can't use the chat box, comment box for some reason, sending an email is absolutely fine. I know that some people cannot access the question box. It happens, and you can send us an email, okay? So with that said, I am going to take some questions. But before I do that, I want to take a little sip of water here. And I want to make something crystal clear just about the other costs that are associated. This tends to be the #1 question that we get for obvious reasons. So what are the other costs that you're going to have in running your business? Well, you're going to need Shopify because ShopX is designed to work with Shopify. One of the reasons that we've actually chosen to go with Shopify is because we have found that it's more cost effective, and we have a rep at Shopify that we use, and she has given us a way that we can get you using Shopify for just $1 per month for the first 3 months. So $3 for your first 90 days, $3 for your first 3 months. And then from then on out, Shopify starts off at $29 per month. You don't need lots and lots of stores. One shop is enough. You're not going to pay a dime. You're not going to pay anything for the ShopX Launchpad. We're going to give that to you. You're going to be able to use it to run your operation on Shopify. You will need a domain name, one domain name. That costs about $10. You don't need any hosting. You don't need to spend any money on inventory up front because this is self-funding. You only buy inventory after you've received money from a customer. So you can put that in the back of your mind. And Vulcan is 100% free for the next 12 months. I honestly don't know if we will charge for it or what the price would be beyond 12 months, but I do not think that you should worry about that right now because 12 months is a long time. And I tell you what, you can build a pretty mind-blowing business potentially in the next 12 months. So that's something that we can address later in the future, but definitely you're not going to pay a dime for at least 12 months for Vulcan. Now, traffic is the other thing that you will need to make a potentially small, relatively small investment on. The thing I'll say about traffic is the amount of traffic that you get is correlated with the amount of money that you're spending on it. So if you wanted to dip your toes in the water and get a trickle of traffic running in, you could do it. You could spend $5 a day and you would see how it's working. So what's that? Like the price of a cup of coffee. You could, get some traffic coming into your system, and you could scale that up if you want to. You could keep it at that rate if you want to, but you would be able to see how all of this works by investing a very small amount of money there. Now, if you spend more money, then great, be able to get more traffic, and more traffic you get, the more sales that you get. So again, this is something that the objective is that it's self-funding. The objective is that you spend $5 and make $10. Are you going to need to test a few products? Sure, of course you will. This is the nature of building a business like this. But you can get started just by dipping your toes in the water there, okay? And we'll talk more about that once you're on the inside. But I think, unless I'm missing anything here, these are all the costs that I can possibly think of. You don't need any special apps or anything like that from the get-go. I mean, we do so much of the heavy lifting with Vulcan, which you've got for free. So much of the heavy lifting is in the ShopX Launchpad, which essentially is like a souped up Shopify theme on steroids kind of thing. It is like a genuine launch pad in its own right with all the bits and pieces that you can actually do there. But this should take care of covering what the other costs are. And I am going to take some Q&A now. I'm going to jump over here, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump over to the Q&A box. So if you've got a question, now is a good time to put it in. And let's see. Okay, some questions coming in here. Can a newbie, someone who's got no other experience, start this? Yes, I mean, we've made this as newbie friendly as possible to get started with this. How long before I'm gaining traction? Look, this is all related to your traffic. So in theory, it's possible that you could get it's possible that you get sales on the same day that you turn the traffic on. In fact, in our small group of beta testers, over half of them actually got a sale on the very first day that they sent traffic. I don't know if this is typical or not, and obviously it's going to depend on the traffic and the setup and the products you choose. But when you start getting traffic, we're going to be maximizing conversion rates, and it's possible to start seeing conversions. So I think you'll be able to start getting traction, quicker than we've seen in the past. Can this be done outside the USA? Yes, doesn't matter where you are. Right now, I'm in New Zealand, for example. I can do it from here. Most of the year, I'm in Argentina. I can do it from there. Our head coach, he's actually in Sydney, Australia. We've got team members in the United States that have got shops like this up and running, and it doesn't matter where you are. You can do it from anywhere in the world, like geographically. There's no issue there. And congratulations on everyone who has already said that they are jumping in. I see that you are in, by the way, when you do that, and we will be adding you to the inner circle. Do we need a business entity set up? Not required. This is certainly something that is optional. I think this is going to vary depending on where you are, but you certainly do not need that to start with. Are we going to be using Shopify? Yes, we are recommending that you're using Shopify. We've got a cost-effective solution for Shopify, and we've got the ShopX Launchpad, which Shopify is already good, but when you layer ShopX onto it, it just makes it incredible. And also Vulcan is a Shopify app, an approved Shopify app, so it all works with that, nice and streamlined. Again, all of the decisions about the tools that we use, the process that we use, have been thought about through the lens of how can we make this simple for people? How can we make it as simple as humanly possible for people? And then whatever the answer that has come out from that question is the way that we've decided to do it. So we've started with a clean slate. Are all of the suppliers provided by Vulcan open to dropshipping? Yeah, I mean, they're certainly meant to be. That's the idea there. Yep. Let's see. If I already have a Shopify account, is it better to open a new one or try to integrate? We can talk about that once you're on the inside, John. Probably pros and cons to both. Sometimes I think it's just easier to start, with a clean slate. Can I run this alongside something else I've got going? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I look at my business, I do affiliate marketing. I do selling products on Amazon. I do Amazon wholesale. I do information products. There's a lot of synergy there. If I had to today, and this what I'm sharing with you right now was not an option 12 months ago because we didn't have ShopX, we didn't have Vulcan. That technology wasn't developed. It wasn't even really imagined actually. So 12 months ago, this might not have been what I would have considered the most streamlined approach, but today, hands down, absolutely is the most streamlined approach. And you can use this alongside something else that you might be doing. So I've seen some people saying that they are selling on Amazon. Fantastic. Keep that going, but add this into the mix as well. Or if you want to just start from complete scratch, you can also do that. Let's see. I'm going to join when the Q&A ends. Have found in the past clicking on join links will end my session. It shouldn't end the session, Beth. In fact, I would encourage you to go ahead and do that now, because one of the beauties of getting onto this right now while we're here with you is if you do have an issue, then we can help you out with it. I just saw someone was in Hong Kong and they couldn't have, they were saying that they were getting rejected, but they used a VPN and they were able to get in. So that's great, Susanna, but that's the kind of thing. If you are on here and you actually process your transaction right now, then you know, if you run into any issues, then we can actually help you with that. Can I give you examples of profit margins? Look, they're really all over the map. You may have seen when I was showing you Vulcan you know, a few moments ago, half an hour ago, whatever it was. There were some products that have high you know, profit margins and some that have much lower. So that's part of what you're able to do, part of that what we're going to work through. If you're doing, if I was to build a business and I was doing $100,000 in revenue, then I'd be sure as hell be hoping that I could get, you know, $25,000 profit out of that, and upwards of there. But there's not like a blanket rule for that. We just want to build the businesses to be as effective and as profitable as humanly possible. And I don't know what happened there, but my screen just disappeared. So I'll bring this back up. I'm actually going to turn off my webcam here and I'll bring it back on a little bit later. And it did it again. Anyway, you'll see my screen flashing all over the place, but it should be back on the Q&A one now. So it just pulled up the Vulcan for a moment ago, but all good. I am going to use that timer again shortly, so I will leave that one up. But right now, I want to push on with a few more thoughts and ideas here. And if you do have a question, please write it in the comment box, because we are here. We are going to be answering every single question, and we won't leave until every single question is answered. Okay, so that's my promise to you here today. Okay, okay, let me see. Let's push on. So I'm going to run through the system one more time. Don't wait until the end to actually jump in here, guys. It's much better that you get in right now. If by the way you are on the fence, in fact, let me ask you this right now. If there's something that you need to know, if you're on the fence, you're not quite sure whether or not this is right for you, let me know, okay? Just type fence, F-E-N-C-E, in the question box and let me know why you're on the fence. What is it that you need to know? What is it that we haven't covered? Because I've probably got about another 15 or so minutes here. I'm gonna try to run through as much as I can in that time, but I want to prioritize making sure that you know, the support team that I've got with me here on the back end are actually prioritizing those questions of people who are on the fence, okay? So I did see a question like, when does the training start? Immediately. I just finished uploading a module of videos yesterday, so you can get into those, and there's more details on the inside, okay? How is inventory managed without an upfront payment? So you don't need an upfront payment because you receive, and I'll give you an example of this shortly, but you receive payment from a customer, and that customer might buy one lamp, and then you then say to the supplier, hey, supplier, I need to send this one lamp to Bill, and Bill lives in Kansas, and the supplier will say, hey, okay, that's fine, $50. You've already received $100, so you pay the supplier $50 and you pocket the difference, okay? So anyway, I can do more examples like that and keep the questions coming. That was a good question, by the way, David. Thanks for asking that. Let's run through the system one more time. Okay, so you start off by launching a simple shop. It needs to be done the right way. ShopX is the way that we're going to do it. It's the launch pad. It streamlines everything. It cuts down all the guesswork, domains, you know, logos, design, product pages, checkout, and allows you to get up and running fast. Step number 2 is to identify products to sell. Vulcan is a complete game changer in this regard, complete game changer. In fact, if you'd like to see more of Vulcan, just type demo again in the question box, and if we have time here, I'll see if I can pull it back up and give you a little bit more of a sneak peek behind. So anyway, let me just say this again. Step 1, launch a simple shop. Step 2, identify products to sell, not just products, but find the suppliers, get them into your shop, get targeted visitors coming in, and then convert the visitors to buyers, and then we can scale. So it's simple. We're focused on the fundamentals, but we are nailing them. That's what makes all the difference here, is the tools and the systems and the technology that allow us to categorically nail each and every stage of the system. Okay, and that's what makes all the difference. So it really does work. It gives you massive flexibility. We can ignore markets and niches. We only sell products that demonstrate that they have high demand, and we focus on high-speed traffic methods. And it's simple. And you could be selling hundreds of products, hundreds of different products in one single shop if you wanted to. So let me run through now what you're getting. You're getting the master plan. This is the secret recipe broken down into 10 weeks to make it easy to follow. No stone left unturned, comprehensive, absolutely everything that you need. The Genius sessions, these are live sessions between 2 to 3 times per week. So some weeks it's going to be twice, some weeks it's going to be 3 times, where we can get on a workshop with you. Not really a workshop, more of like a call, and do demonstrations off the cuff, live interaction, Q&A, and more. The ShopX Launchpad, not going to cost you a dime. This is what we layer on top of Shopify. It's essentially a souped up, powerful Shopify theme that allows us to integrate a lot of different bells and whistles, and allows you to have a premium shop that is designed for conversions straight out of the gate. Okay. Product Vulcan, I think it's pretty self-explanatory what Product Vulcan does at this point. It allows you to identify high demand products, suck them into your shop, verify that there are suppliers that you can use, and saves an enormous amount of time. You're not going to pay a dime for Vulcan to get going here either. You've got complete free access to Vulcan for 12 months at least. And then we've got the Power Packs. These are ready to use tools and resources, like, for example, domain names, like the ability to create professional quality logos in minutes, additional apps and tools that you can link into your shop. So these are all included, as well as the Empire Builder, which is all about scaling. So more dedicated training designed to help you scale. Okay, and then we've got the traffic secrets. Traffic has been, the stumbling block for many people over the years, and we think that the way that we're teaching you traffic is far and away the very best approach to doing this that has really, I think, that I've ever seen online. So we've got you covered there, and then we've got you covered with support every step of the way. We've got these Gold Star member bonuses as well. So Omega 1 shows you how to build single product pages that you can use to scale up conversions as an advanced strategy. Omega 365 gives you ongoing support, ongoing live sessions for the duration of 2025. And Omega Mind is all about rewiring your mind and taking your mindset to the next level. There are no traffic issues. There are fewer headaches with suppliers, no inventory investment, no product development, no staff, less overheads, no advanced technical knowledge, no complicated logistics. It's an incredible opportunity, regardless where you are in your online journey. If you're completely new, this is something that can help you hit the ground running. If you've tried and failed in the past, this is a way to hit the reset button. And if you've already got something that's up and running, then this is something that you can add into the mix. You can get started right now by going to the link that you can see on the screen. You can see that you've got the 2 different payment options there. We've tried to make this as affordable as humanly possible. You do need to take action right now. The single part payment option is by far the cheapest overall, but you do have the split pay there as well. So I think you've got 2 good options there. You can get started immediately. And look, I'm not even asking you for a firm yes or no today. Okay, I'm asking you to put yourself in a position to make a fully informed decision. And the way that you do that is by getting on the inside, not by staying on the outside. You need to get on the inside to see if everything that we've said on this webinar is as valuable as what we've said it is. And then if it is, great, you keep it. And if it's not for you, no hard feelings. After you've signed up using the link, you're going to be able to be on the inside, and you're going to be able to make an informed decision. You're going to be able to go in, you're going to be able to look at the tools, look at ShopX, look at the training. And look, if you change your mind, it doesn't matter. 29 minutes from now, 29 days from now, As long as it's within the first 30 days, we will give you your money back, an immediate refund, no questions asked, no hoops to jump through, nothing like that. You just have to get in though and give it a shot. Now, one of the most important considerations, I think, is about time. Money is something that can be replenished, but time cannot be replenished. You've already invested, close to a couple of hours here with me at this point. And so I know you've got some time, and what we need from you is a relatively small commitment of time, okay? If you can find the time to build a potentially life-changing business, then I think this is a great opportunity. But if you can't, or you're not willing to, then don't do it. It's not for you. That's fine, okay? But if you can see the power here, then I think, and you want to do this, and you've got, dreams that you haven't reached yet, then I think you owe it to yourself to give this a try. Back to the concerns about time, it really comes down to prioritizing. Everyone's got 24 hours in a day. It's finding those extra hours to make things happen. And if you're ready to commit, secure access right now, and let's start building this together. And one thing I have found in life is that people who get ahead are the people that are resourceful. It's not the people that have got all the resources that get ahead. It's the people that are willing to do whatever it takes to find a way to get through any situation. And sometimes being resourceful means going outside your comfort zone a little bit, but I would rather do that than live with, permanent discomfort. And, money can help you get started, but it's not essential. Being resourceful is a much more important asset to have. It's a much more important characteristic trait to have. And when I started building my online shops, I was up to my eyeballs in student loan debt, and then again in mortgage debt. And I personally used this like a motivator to push me forward. I turned it into a psychological secret weapon and used it to help me get results. And this might be something that you can use in your own life as well. And if you've got the resources, then hopefully you can see this opportunity for what it is and you'll want to jump in. But if it's tight, if you don't have the funds or something like that, then it's time to get resourceful. Maybe find a business partner. Maybe, I don't know, find someone who can help you out with this. Maybe you can use PayPal credit. Maybe you can use a credit card and so on and so forth. A big thing that Omega Project gives us is leverage, and leverage is the thing that can help you achieve your goals and win at life in general. I think of leverage as being like a master key. It's power, and with the right leverage, a baby, real deal, a baby can lift up a pickup truck. That is what leverage is, and leverage can be as simple as knowing something simple, like for example, not going to the supermarket on Tuesdays because it's going to be absolutely full to the brim because that's the day when pensioners can get a discount or something like that, or knowing something that most people don't, like how to interpret data, or having access to real data, sales data about the best-selling products in the world. That is leverage, and by the way, that's what Vulcan can give you. And with the Omega Project, you're leveraging not just the tools, but a couple of decades of experience. You're leveraging a system that we've proven, and something that you can get up and running 24 hours a day. And all of this leverage is here, and it's here to help you succeed. It's putting an end to potentially trading your hours for dollars, building a system that can run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, most people in life think in a when-then way, which is why most people end up broke at the age of retirement. People say, oh, Aidan, when I've got more time, I'll do that. But that's just not the right way to think, because life doesn't work like that. Don't wait. The way to get forward is by taking action. And the thing that limits most people, it's not time, it's not money, it's actually opportunity. Very few people in the world are ever going to see this. Very few people, but you are here right now. Somehow, some way, you've ended up on this workshop, and you are here right now. And it just so happens that what we're talking about right now, I feel like it's the perfect time to do it. I mean, this is an industry that's exploding. We've got brand new technology that makes it streamlined and simple, and we've got support to help you out every step of the way. So, this is an opportunity, and you are here right now, and you've got an opportunity to take advantage of it. of it. But you can only do that if you actually go ahead and jump in. And you know what money is good for? Money is good for the things that you can exchange it for. And we exchange money in our lives every single day. We're exchanging money for electricity maybe, or for food, or for resources. And we also exchange money for education and tools, and education and tools that can help you get ahead. And that's what we're doing here today. So how could you feel more comfortable than exchanging your money for the Omega project than for anything else? Because after all, you are exchanging your money for access to training and tools that are designed to help you succeed. What would you need to know? What have we missed here? What can I share with you or tell you or show you to help you have more confidence here? Because I would hate for you to miss out on this just because you've got some unanswered question. So let me know in the question box right now, what is it that you need to know? And we can help you out. I've mentioned we're going to stay here as long as it takes. Okay, I'm going to stay here as long as it takes to make sure that all of the questions are answered. But if you've got an unanswered question, I certainly need to know what it is. Okay. And just while you're doing that, remember that you are 100% backed up here with our 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. Okay, so you can get started with confidence. Now, you could figure it out on your own. I've got no doubt about that. But why would you want to do that? It's the most inefficient way forward. I mean, imagine, for me, thinking about doing this without access to something like ShopX, without access to Vulcan, it's kind of unthinkable right now. It's unthinkable. It's sort of like swimming without goggles kind of thing. It might be okay for a little bit, but it's going to get annoying after a while. Trial and error is the worst way to learn. And we believe the Omega project can put you in a position to succeed quicker, I would say much quicker than doing it on your own. We've packaged up all the resources. And you know what? Unfortunately, access to information is not enough to streamline your path towards your goals. You need more than that. You need tools, you need accountability. And by the way, you need the right kind of information, because what does the wrong information do? It derails you. The wrong information is like your biggest enemy. So we can make sure that you get the right information, access to it at the right time, access to the right tools. So we're giving you the ingredients and the tools and the recipe to help you push forward here. Now, access to this isn't cheap, I get it, but the best things in life really are. They demand some kind of investment, time or money. And most people choose to offer basic, low cost, I would say substandard solutions, because they want to make it as cheap as they can. But we didn't choose that path. We don't focus on price. We aim to improve your ability to learn and succeed by packing as much value as possible into the program, creating a unique solution, unique tools and technology that actually do help you get ahead. And this narrows down the market. But we're not designing this for individuals who are ready to accept mediocrity. We are designing this for people who want to get ahead, who want to move the needle, who want to hit the reset button, who are not going to give up, who are going to keep slogging away until they succeed. Now, the other option is just to do nothing. That's one of the paths, is just to do nothing. And that's easy. Anyone can do that. You don't take the leap of forward. You stay inside your comfort zone, inside your bubble, and you settle for what you've got. But is that really what you want? Like, your second choice is a chance to hit the reset button, to take a chance on yourself and move forward with us. Just give it a shot. And again, financially, you've got peace of mind. Because if it works out, you can try this for 30 days. And if it works out for you, then you keep it. And if not, then within 30 days, let us know and we will give you every penny of your money back. We're not going to ask you to jump through hoops or anything like that. In fact, it would be the opposite. I'll say, hey, congratulations for giving it a try. Sorry, it didn't work out. But I don't think you're going to need to do that, because I know the power of what we've put together here. I do think, though, that you need regular exposure to training, to tools, and to systems to sort of rewire your habits. And this is a comprehensive and structured approach to delivering that. And we're doing something that we're passionate about here, and we can help you make a real change. But you need to take the first step. And this is not about talent, okay? What you need here is the recipe. What you need here is process. And doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is insanity. If you want to do something different, If you want to get different results, then you need to do something different. And this is dramatically different. I mean, the tools and technology are really what make this, I would say almost magical. They feel like magic when they're using it. They're not magic, they're sophisticated technology, but they feel like magic, and they are completely brand new. So it's a new opportunity for you to try something. Now, this is a story that I've shared in the past, and I'm going to cut to the chase. The moral of the story here is that persistence is the key. You might need several attempts to succeed at an online business or at anything in life, but with a commitment to learning the right systems, using the right tools, then success is achievable. I know this firsthand because I spent the first 2 years of my, my journey of entrepreneurship failing. It was struggle after struggle after struggle. But now when I look back, thank God I stuck with it, because having an online business is incredible. It's the best thing that's happened to me. It's given me freedom and flexibility. And just imagine, imagine yourself a few months from now having used this incredible technology that I'm talking about here, having been through the steps that I'm sharing with you. The sky's the limit. This is something that you can apply with lightning speed, okay? Just lightning speed, blazing fast, okay? And you can scale into the stratosphere. But you need to have perseverance. If you've struggled in the past, you need to keep going. So there are 5 things that tend to stop people. I'm going to go through those right now, and then I am going to wrap up. So if you've got a question, now's the time to put it in the question box, okay? And if you're waiting to jump in, then I would urge you to go ahead and jump in right now, because we are very close to actually finishing here. I will recap how you can get into the inner circle in just a moment as well. But for the meantime, just focus on actually getting in using the link that you can see on the screen. Now, the first thing that often stops people is money. And money, believe it or not, is often a psychological barrier. Often people don't pursue their passions because they think that they can't afford it. But in reality, you often can't afford to not start something new, because waiting doesn't get you ahead. The only thing that gets you ahead is action. And money is almost always available. If you told me that you couldn't afford to do something because it was going to cost you, let's say, $1,000, whatever it might be, you'd probably be incorrect, because if you found out that you needed to pay $1,000 today for surgery to stop your arm falling off, then you'd find a way to do it. It's an extreme example, and I really hope that no one's arm falls off or anything like that. But it's an extreme example to make a point. When you really prioritize money, normally there's a way to get it. And if you think it's too expensive, well, who do you think it's too expensive for? I'll tell you who it's too expensive for. It's too expensive for the wrong person. But are you the right person, or are you the wrong person? I'll tell you how you know if you're the right person. If you're willing to forget everything that you've done in the past, if you're willing to start with a clean slate, if you're willing to allow yourself to fail and to forgive yourself for mistakes you've made in the past and push forward anyway, then this is something that could work for you. This is the key. Forget what you know, forget what you've done, and give yourself a chance by getting into this here today. But you need to take action. Don't let these things stop you. Don't let anything stop you. Time is another one. And it's possibly the best reason to get started. If you're someone that is struggling for time, it's possibly the number one reason to get started, because you need to free up some time. You might need a more effective way of building a new e-commerce store, and by leveraging a system that can run all day, 24 hours a day, that's a way that you might be able to free up some more time. And the Omega project is designed for that. Now, I've spoken about ability. Ability is not what's important. The process is important. The recipe is important. The tools are important, and we give you those. The next one is confusion. And it's normal to be confused, especially when you're getting torn in a dozen different ways, but you need a quick win. And a quick win, it's amazing how a quick win can very quickly eliminate the seeds of confusion. So that's what we are aiming to give you here once you're on the inside, is a quick win. And the fifth one, and probably the most common, is fear. And fear is what I know had me bogged down for a good couple of years. In fact, a story that I've never actually shared with anyone. When I was getting started with my first shop online, I didn't start. I procrastinated for probably 12 or 18 months. I was just sitting there, I didn't do anything. And I'd already started coaching people at the time. I was coaching some people on affiliate marketing, which was going very, very well for me. And I didn't build this store. And then one day, one of the people I was coaching, he showed me how he had built this store. And I was like, oh, wow. And I thought if he could do it, then of course I could do it. And that very same day, I built my first store. Up until then, I've been procrastinating. I put it in the too hard basket. And I think I had a fear that I wouldn't be able to do it, or a fear that it was going to be so much more challenging than it actually was. Just getting on and doing it is the easiest way to blast through fear. So when I see people who are afraid of doing something, I ask two questions. What's the worst that could happen? And if there's no major downside, just do it anyway. Because again, like with this, what's the worst that could happen? You've got a complete 100% 30-day money back guarantee. That's ironclad. We're not going to, play any silly games there. I feel like a lot of people don't offer guarantees now, but I feel like if you want to give people peace of mind and you actually want to help people, why wouldn't you? Right? So we've got a complete 30-day, 100% guaranteed, money back guarantee there. So you can get started with peace of mind. And the place that the magic happens is when you go outside your comfort zone. It's when you do new things. And by investing in this, by coming on this journey with us, you are going to be doing new things. And we're going to be guiding you along, and we're going to be there every step of the way. First, we need to get you past the fear zone. First, we need to get you past finding excuses. And when you get in the members area, guess what? You're in the learning zone, and you can start learning today because we've got modules in there that you can use, videos that you can go through right now. And you'll then be into the growth zone, and that's really where the magic happens. You deserve it. I mean, there are so many people online that have built businesses that make them consistent sales day after day after day. And if you're willing to work hard or just work consistently, take small steps forward, then do it. And we will help you. And we will do this together. And I would love to be able to be there with you when you make your breakthrough. But you need to take the first step. I mean, this could be a game changer. It really could. Now, I do have one other thing that is, I think, pretty exciting that you're going to get access to here today, and it is our live event. So what we're doing here, it's a weekend-long virtual event. Not going to cost you anything. You're going to be able to tune in from the comfort of your own home. You're going to get more actionable growth strategies, hybrid scaling models, and much, much more guest speakers, student interviews. And again, you're going to be able to do this from the comfort of your own home. Typically, offline events, you might know this, typically offline events in the online education space can cost thousands of dollars. So the value here is huge, and you can tune in from the comfort of your own home. Guys, don't wait any longer. We are wrapping this workshop up. We've been going for about 2 hours and 10 minutes now. We are wrapping this up very shortly. I want to make sure that if you want to get in, you are able to get in. So do it right now. I will be here to take some more questions, but again, it's time to take action now if you want to do this. And if you do it right now, you can secure your spot in the inner circle immediately, okay? So that's what you need to do. You need to jump in right now to secure your spot in the inner circle. And once you've jumped in, what you need to do is type I'm in, okay? You need to type I'm in the question box, I'm in, and you need to give me your email address that you've used, and you need to type inner circle. I'm in, inner circle, email address. And that's how we will then be able to get a reference that you have jumped in, and we can cross-reference that to make sure that you're on the inside and all that good stuff, and then we can add you to the inner circle. And if you can't see the question box for any reason, then it doesn't matter. Use the support email address, support@omegaproject.com, subject line, inner circle, and we will help you. I shouldn't say we'll help you, we will add you to the inner circle, and you'll be able to get access to that, okay? So, but you do have to do that, so do it right now if you want to do that, okay? We've helped thousands of regular people over the years. This is Anne, good friend of mine now. Anne is incredible. She lives in Australia. First met her online. She came in one of my training programs way back in 2012, so 13 years ago. And she says that the impact that Aidan has had on my personal and business life is unrivaled, and Anne is amazing. She's someone who just never gives up. Okay, she never gives up. This is Anthony. I've participated in several of Aidan's training courses and found them to be superb. James, it's been a great experience and I can see myself growing my business even further. That's James. Mark, another guy that I've become friends with over the years, says, profoundly transformed both my personal approach to online business and the success of my ventures. So we would love to get this kind of a story from you. But the only way that we can do that is if you actually jump into this and if you take action once you're on the inside. That's how we can help you. And for me, this is all about designing, a lifestyle enterprise. What we're aiming to do here is to show you and give you the tools and the education to build a brand new online income stream, okay, that can enable you to have more flexibility in your life. And for me, that's the magic word right there, flexibility, freedom and flexibility. And from my own experience, once you reach that tipping point toward greater flexibility in your life, everything gets better. That's when the real magic starts. And I'm fortunate now to be able to donate to charities. Every year we've helped build schools, we've helped kids who are struggling in second and third world countries. And anyway, look, the point is when you've got a lifestyle enterprise that creates more flexibility for your life, you can be a lot happier. At least that's what I've found. And when you get the system going, when you set it up, and hopefully when you get it making consistent sales, and when you're helping other people, it's an incredible feeling. And I would love to be able to help you get there. And I can do that if you take action today. But you need to take action today, and you need to follow the instructions once you're on the inside. It's a case of now or never. The workshop will be ending here shortly. If you've got any last minute questions, please use that Q&A box. I know that our support there have been typing frantically to answer all the questions. I'll come over and take some more live questions in a moment as well, okay? But anyway, let me continue here by talking about something that I call the entrepreneur's game. And the entrepreneur's game has two key, what we call KPIs, key performance indicators. So there are two things that are important here. One of them is money and the other is time. And in the entrepreneur's game, you need to figure out how to get both money and time. And this is where I believe the Omega Project can help, because you're getting access to an education and a system that is designed for scale and which has powerful leverage, meaning flexibility and improving the value of every hour that you put into this. This is fundamentally different to how we're trained to think. The Omega Project is designed to help you get set up and run things in your spare time if you want to give you a brand new income stream and something that you can scale while you focus on your family, your full-time job if you've got one, and your other commitments. But in addition to that, it could help free up more time as well. Now, there are 5 reasons why I believe this makes logical sense, and I'm going to go through those right now, okay? So the 5 reasons that I'm going to go through right now are the reasons that I believe this is a good decision. The first of those is that it's an investment in education to help you make more money. We're talking about building a brand new income stream here. The second, it's a new opportunity, meaning a chance to get new results. And you're doing something new. So when you do something new, what happens? You put yourself in a position to get new results. The third reason is that you've got no financial risk. I've said this multiple times here. You've got a 30-day money back guarantee. So you can take this for a test drive, test it out for 30 days. If you're not completely satisfied for any reason, or if you simply change your mind, then you can get your money back. So no hoops to jump through. We will make it as easy as we possibly can for you. And the fourth reason is you risk missing out on something special if you don't do this. The fifth reason is that it's more important, investing in this, I believe, is better than spending your money on something else. So look, guys, I believe that, emotions can get in the way sometimes, but what we're talking about here makes logical sense. It makes logical sense to me, and hopefully you can see that it could make logical sense to you. And if you want different results, don't keep doing the same thing over and over again. Advance, move forward, get better, adapt, just keep pushing yourself forward, because that is how you make a difference in your life. Now, we are going to be wrapping up here in about 10 minutes time. I do have one final question and one final surprise for everyone, okay? And I'm going to do that now, but I do want to turn my webcam back on here just as we wrap up. So I will go ahead and do that, and hopefully you can see my webcam here. So we are going to be wrapping up in about 10 minutes time. In fact, what is the time? Let's give it 15 minutes. So I'm going to make this 15 minutes, and I'm going to hit the play button on there. So in 15 minutes time, we are going to completely wrap up this workshop. But before we do, I want to share one last thing. It's a mega bonus. It's a bonus that is available only to people who take action. And I want you to make a decision. And if you want to take action, I want you to take action in the next 15 minutes, okay? Because I would hate for you to miss out on everything that we've been talking about here. So what we've done is we've contracted with a company that gives away empty resort rooms. And when a hotel has an empty room, it makes no money from that room, yet its overheads still remain the same. Whereas if the hotel has got a guest staying in the room, even if they're not paying for it, they can still make some money. Maybe that person is going to get room service, maybe they're going to use the spa, whatever it is. And the hotel has an opportunity, at least, to win. And so by contracting with this company, we've been able to set up something which we think is a win-win. And there are some small taxes and surcharges that may apply to some of the resorts, but in essence, what you're getting is a free stay minus the travel expenses or surcharges in one of over 1,800 resorts in 37 countries globally, up to 7 nights of free accommodation. Again, taxes and surcharges may apply. You might need to have some travel expenses to get there, but look, that aside, this is, or even with that included, this is absolutely incredible. You can go away for a week or a long weekend. In some places, they're going to give you 3 days, 4 days free of charge, others 7 days. So it's incredible. There is one caveat: it can't be in the same city where you live. Okay, so there is that. But this is real. And look, you can look at the dates on here. You can see, you know, even just in the past week, we've been giving away some of these things. Someone is going to Cairns in Queensland, Australia, Orlando, Florida. We've got Bali, Denver, Perth, Gold Coast, Dubai. It's real. In fact, I had a look, and over the past couple of years, we've actually given away over 400 of these vouchers. It's a real deal. It's a real thing. You can't make this stuff up, and you can see some of the destinations. It's pretty cool. And you could go somewhere in the United States. You could go, you know, to Hawaii, for example. Perhaps you want to go to the UK. You know, travel around Scotland or go to London, Australia. So many amazing locations in Australia. Or come down to New Zealand. That's where I am at the moment. Check out New Zealand, or maybe you want to go to Canada. You know, the world is your oyster here, literally. Asia, you know, so many choices. Europe, the list goes on and on and on. Okay, so this is something that we wanted to make available. And if you jump in right now, I am going to be wrapping up the workshop in 11 minutes and 55 seconds. Then you can actually get all of these bonuses. And I will reiterate one more time how you can get the inner circle as well, which is very, very limited. You need to follow those very special instructions that I shared with you here. Okay, so final run through. Check these out. I mean, the results are jaw-dropping, quite frankly. I mean, we've been over this over and over again at this point, jaw-dropping results. And look at this. I mean, another single day of results there. It's phenomenal. And the way that you get to those results is by taking action on the steps that we're going through. This is how you build the system, okay? And then, of course, you need to scale. But step one is to launch a simple shop. We've got ShopX, which is incredible. You're going to be able to use that, layer it on top of Shopify. It is the most cost-effective and streamlined way to get up and running. You need to identify products that you can then suck in to your shop, and not just the products, but the suppliers, and that's what Vulcan is designed to do. You then get targeted visitors. We're going to be showing you how to do that. You can start with micro budgets if you want to, and obviously the traffic that you get is correlated with the budget there as well. But the point is, you can start with small steps, and the objective is always that this is self-funding. So you're spending $10 and making $20 back, and so on and so forth. And then you convert the visitors to buyers. And by the way, when you do this in the right way, when you launch a shop which is absolutely optimized, it's got everything that you possibly need for optimization, you boost conversion rates. What do you think happens when you identify best-selling products that sell thousands and thousands per month, and you can identify those products and those suppliers, and there's lots of margin in there? Well, those types of products tend to have higher conversion rates as well when you're coupling that product with the perfect type of traffic, which is what we do in step number 3, and it helps with conversions. So if in the past you've struggled with e-commerce, my bet would be, or selling any kind of physical product, my bet would be either your shop wasn't done properly, it wasn't streamlined enough, it wasn't it wasn't quite done. There was something wrong there. The products could have been the downfall, because in the past it's been impossible to make data-driven decisions about your products, and there has been no way to identify suppliers in like real time, like what we're doing now with Vulcan. That just hasn't existed. It hasn't been a possibility. But it is now, and this is a game changer. So if you've struggled with physical products or any online business in the past, I think you should give this a try, because this is different and it's unique and it's incredible. And you can identify these products to sell, you get the targeted visitors, and then you can start converting them. And that's when you can start scaling. The steps are simple. This is by design. What's important here is that you nail each one of these steps, and that is precisely what the Omega project is designed to help you do. You can be selling hundreds of products in a single shop. Guys, we've got 8 minutes and we are going to be wrapping this up, so please, if you've got a question, please use that question box right now. I do have the free gift for you at the end. I haven't forgotten about that, and I will recap the inner circle as well. But again, time is of the essence. I want you to be able to get into this. I would hate for you to miss out because there's some technical glitch or something. So if you want to get in, go ahead and do this right now. We're giving you everything that you could possibly need here. You can see the support email address is there as well. So support@omegaproject.com. That is the support email address. If you've got any questions that we haven't been able to get to today, or if you need to let us know that you want to be in the inner circle and you've completed your payment, then you can do that as well. Okay, so don't delay, go ahead, jump in right now. Remember that you do have the money back guarantee. Okay, 30-day money back guarantee, no questions asked. So that should give you complete peace of mind. You can go to the link that you can see on the screen and secure your spot. You can be in all of about 60 seconds if you want to get in. So now is the time to take action. I am going to take a few more questions here. And actually, before I do that, let me jump back up and share with you about the inner circle. I'm just going to recap on what that's all about, because again, this is something that is completely brand new, and I want you to be able to leverage. So the key thing here for you to know is that the inner circle is not by default included in the Omega project. It is something that is absolutely limited, and is something that's going to give you a monthly value by giving you confidential in-house monthly product intelligence reports, by giving you bi-monthly live inner circle what's winning now calls. The inner circle resource vault is by invite only. You will have to just sign an NDA agreement, non-disclosure agreement, because of the sensitivity and the the nature of what you're getting in here. And we just think it's a way that we could reward action takers, but also secretly, not so secretly, I would love to do an inner circle, a premium inner circle in 2026. So I'm going to be using this as somewhat of a beta test. If you've ever wondered, well, how do I become a beta test member? Well, this is kind of an example of that right now. The inner circle, the value is going to be enormous. It's not going to cost you anything to be a part of this, but in fact, you can't even buy your way into it. That's what's, I think, really important here. This is not included by default as part of the Omega project. So this is not included for all buyers. We're not going to be talking about it on the inside. It is by invite only. It's for action takers only, and it's for people that follow these specific instructions. This is how you gain access. You need to secure your spot. That's the first thing that you need to do, and you can do that right now. Once you've completed your enrollment, I need you in that question box to type I'm in a circle, and let me know the email that you used to complete your purchase. Okay. What I will then do is, after the workshop, I'm going to be able to download the chat log, and I'm going to be able to cross-reference and find the people that mentioned that they had completed their investment for the inner circle and that they told me I'm in. Okay. And then those people are going to be the people that are added to this inner circle. It is not for everyone. It is exclusive, and most people are probably never even going to know it exists. Okay, but you are here right now, super special. And I'm going to leave this slide up for a moment here, just so that you can do it. Okay, congratulations, John. Okay, awesome, fantastic. So we got 4 minutes, guys. Got any urgent questions? I would love to take them right now. Let's see here. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause my screen here for a moment. I'm going to just reorganize my slides here a little bit, and I'm going to take you and give you another little look inside Vulcan, because I think Vulcan is, I know Vulcan is an absolute game changer. Okay, so I'm just reorganizing my slides here a little bit to stand by while I do that, and then I'll start sharing my screen again. Okay. All right, so I've pulled this up again. I'm gonna, there we go. I'm gonna just go through from the start here. So just to filter things a little bit, I'm gonna make that start at 100. And this is pulling in live data. Okay, so it can take a few moments for the data to start coming in, but this is all live data. And I could go and look at any of these products and find potential suppliers for any of these products that are appearing here. Okay, so look, I can just keep coming down, and there doesn't have to be any sort of rhyme or reason for this. I can just have a look at them. Like, look at this one. I've never ever opened the Nugget Ice Maker before. Let's have a look at this. It does over 1,000 products sold last month. Current price is 159, and this one here looks identical. Not all of them are going to necessarily work, but that's the nature of the beast. This one here, I can analyze it. I think it's the exact same product, and I think I can get it at $50 cheaper, approximately, than what it actually costs me. So I could have a look at it on Amazon. I could have a look at it on AliExpress. I don't actually have to do this, but I'm just showing you what you can do here. I can see that in the past month, there's over 1,000 of these things have been sold. And that might not seem like a huge amount, but keep in mind the current price on Amazon, which is a good data point, it's a good indicator for market value, is $159. Okay, so we could see it here. Sure enough, $159. And that's actually discounted, by the way. So normally it would probably be even more. You can see it's got amazing reviews there. So what is this thing? It's a ice machine. Okay, it's on. I won't worry about that, but it's on. We found the supplier. Supplier happens to be here on AliExpress, I think it was. Yeah, AliExpress. I can come down here. I can look at price and sales trends. Look at this rating and reviews over time. Pretty steady. And look at. By the way, this is actually pretty impressive. So this is showing the sales rank trends in ice makers, but also in appliances, and it's been very steady. I can see profit margins and so on there as well. So I like the look of this one. It doesn't cost me anything to add to my products, so I'll just add it to my products. Then come into my products tab, come down here, and there it is, and I want to publish it. So click the publish button, wait a few seconds. It doesn't take all that long, but remember, it is pulling this in, and AI is working in real time here. By the way, if I didn't want to have all of those images, like maybe I don't want this image here, I'll just deselect it. Okay, I'll leave it there though. I could select through the different title options. Maybe I want a combination. Maybe I want to write my own. I could do that as well. Okay. Same with the description. Lots of things that you can do in here. I could choose the price as well. So right now it would give me a $50 profit, which is pretty good. You know, it's pretty good. Maybe I want to have it even higher, because again, we're not limited by what the market price is on Amazon. I mean, these are just indicators. In fact, we saw that Amazon, I think we saw Amazon is currently at a 30% discount. So the normal list price is $229. Just stop this over here. I will go for just another minute or two. I just want to finish this example and then take a couple more questions and we'll wrap up. But look, I can then go publish, and just like magic, it's going to be sucked in, added to my shop. I can then view that. Now, the reality is that there are more things that would normally appear here, but just to give you an idea of sort of how this works, I think you can sort of see that there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up my slide here again now, and okay, I've got my slide there, and I'm going to jump to the very end, and I'm going to show you the special free gift that we've got for everyone that you've been waiting so patiently for. Let me just pull that up. So again, go ahead, take action right now. This is where you can get your free gift. Guys, it's been a real pleasure to be here with you today. I'm so excited about this. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully you see the power here. I'll tell you what, this is unlike anything that's come before. We've had tools that have helped people identify products, but getting data and seeing it, seeing the data right there, and then the magic of actually being able to match that top-selling, best-selling product up with a supplier, just nothing like that has existed before, and then zapping it into your shop. So talk about streamlined. This is incredible. You can see the link there for getting the free gift. I'm going to quickly browse through the questions here. It looks like all right. Anyone just decided that they are getting in? If you're getting in and you're not in, just type process just to let me know. And if that is you, then I'm going to ask you to make sure that just make sure that you let me know. Okay, remember we've got that inner circle happening. So it is important that you let us know. Okay, you can see the free gift on the slide there. That's where you can go to get the free gift. That's definitely worth downloading. And I'm going to leave you with this slide here, because that is our support email address. Any questions at all that you've got, send them in. We'd love to help you. But remember, time is of the essence. This is not open for long. Spots are getting snapped up, and we would love to have you on the inside. So that's a wrap from me. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in today. I hope you take advantage of this. I'd love to work with you, and I'd love to be part of your journey. Thanks very much, guys. Bye for now.